Well, just name one positive thing, one happy thought before I move to the next thing. Give me one happy thought.
Well, Aubameyang came on at the 5th minute and he came off at the 66th minute.
Genitalia reporting.
Oh my god.
Wait, Osuna, are you high?
R9 fourth and Cristiano Ronaldo first.
Can I go next?
I think Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest European of all time.
And I want to say R9 just because I actually rate him high. HH. It's just that you always say that he had a grenade tossed to his ankle, and he floated or some type of stuff. It's crazy, bro.
We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about two players. There are two players that we need to have a real discussion about. And we're gonna have that discussion. We're gonna have a discussion about the kid Rash. They call him Ford. They call him the Ford. We're gonna talk about Rash. Well, they call him Mac. We're gonna talk about Mac. Your boy Mac. We're gonna talk about Mac Ford, and we're gonna talk about Dre. So Ford and Dre for Barca, and of course, and Dre, please, can I Dre for Barca and Ford for Elias, stop shaking your head and so forth. Stop shaking your head. Stop shaking your head. I can see you shaking your head. So we're gonna have the discussions. How good is Ford really? Is he really that good? And are we looking at the guy who is destined to be world class? And is Dre destined to be the next great thing? And of course, we're also going to talk about Man City saying what's up, cutting the lead down to 3 points, and they're obviously going to become the winners and so forth because Arsenal messed up. We know it is what it is. And then after we've done that, it's back, guys. And we have a newish UCL intro. And I want you to see whether you can notice something in the UCL intro. And people will call me shameless for putting it in there. Just to say, try and find the shameless thing I put into the UCL intro, and I fully defend what I put in the ball. We'll see for this. So UCL, PSG against Bayern Munich, Chelsea against Dortmund, and also we're also going to talk about Barca against Bayern Munich. Sorry, Barca against Man United, and of course the Arsenal and Man City games. So it's a full show here for you guys. Also as well, guys, in case you don't know, the Flash trailer just dropped. Michael Keaton is back as Batman. Yes. Trailer's trash, but Michael Keaton as Batman, I'm there. So guys, like
Flash
that
is a
vid.
journeyman, man.
Isn't that Ezra Miller guy problematic though, HH?
Oh no, the things he has done
Okay, no, I said
are
again.
really bad.
I said again, Daniel, I'm there for Michael Keaton. That's it. I don't give a damn about Ezra, Lesra, Mesra, Tizra, or Fezra. I'm there for Keaton. So, like the vid, guys, please, guys. So subscribe if you're new, and feel free to send in those dubs. Your super chats to the dubs is what keeps this channel growing and keeps being healthy as 16 babies from Beirut. So, and also let me even do my.
Does
small thing.
HH even know where Beirut is? Is the question.
It's in the Middle East.
So the country, bro.
So my thing is so guys, please. I mean, I know I'm not a big massive channel, but I still do it in my own small way. If you can give to the Turkey relief effort in Turkey and Syria and so forth. Our good friend, Red, we all know he's from Syria. His folks are safe and everything, So if you can, because I gave a little bit that I could to the save the children in Turkey and Syria. If you can, it'd be great if you can give someone to guys Turkey and Syria.
You have to, because Erdogan is a hater, you have to send directly to Karish and Syrian Foundation because Erdogan really don't like them. So
I've heard about him. Yeah, I know that the guy
he's such a hater.
Okay, so guys, let's get this show on the road. So we're gonna first talk about Ford Focus. We're gonna talk about Ford Focus. So, Rash. Here's the thing. I called him a brick. I called him a loser. I said he was a waste, and I said that he didn't have a brain. And it's like we do. And I thought your boy was only good for an MBE. So I thought he was a stooge. I thought he was in industry plans before the industry plans. That's what I thought Rashford was. I thought he was just a political spokesman. You know they're here for football. But was all Rashford needed just a coach? Was all he needed just a manager? Someone just to really guide him to really discover himself and pretty much be that guy who can say what's up. I want to come here to MTF, man. MTF, Rashford. Is it enough to say that, oh, no, this is that good and this guy can definitely now become world-class and because Ten Hag has sort of unlocked him? Or is it a case of like, let's wait till Thursday? Or rather just waiting till Thursday, okay, he scored loads of goals. Cool. Good goal scoring form. It still doesn't mean that he's this amazing world beat. I mean, where do you line this whole Rashford thing right now?
Rashford is absolutely on fire at the moment. I don't know what can stop him. It's just a confidence thing with him. Obviously, last season he was going through some stuff, of course, because of the whole Euros incident.
Yeah.
Then we know what happened there. Obviously, last season just didn't go well at all for Manchester United. Ole, we know he's a PE teacher.
Yes.
Ragball, don't even know what that was, more like rec ball. Then comes in Ten Hag. And if you've seen what Ten Hag has done at Ajax, he elevates players, takes them to the next level. Tadic, De Ligt. You see with De Jong, but we saw De Jong is a great player. So Ten Hag has now got his hands on Rashford. And Rashford right now, anytime he's even scoring headers.
Yeah.
And not just easy headers. That goal he scored today was
a damn good header, yeah.
To the back post. Yeah. So I think it's a confidence thing with him. I think he has ability. Now, does he have the same ability as Mbappe? No, but
Mike, Goat Pape? 3-piece Goat Pape in the World Cup final? Come on, Mikey.
Still lost.
Elias, relax. Wait, hold on. Elias, can you please tell your Messi fanboys to leave me alone on Twitter? Can you just please tell these guys leave me alone?
Hey, like you
it's
asked
borderline
for
bullying.
Like,
Mike, I'm sorry. Mike, I'm sorry.
You asked for it.
Can you shut up? Mike is husband.
I do remember Rashford.
Okay, hold on. Let me meet this
Mike.
Mike, I'm sorry. Let me just meet this clown. Sorry, Mike, continue.
I'm pretty sure that Rashford knocked out Mbappe though in the Champions League. Am I correct on that one?
No, you're wrong.
Very good.
No, you're right. So yeah, no, Mike. Yeah, he won a World Cup as a 19-year-old. In his first World Cup, he won it. First one.
He got carried by Griezmann.
Didn't take 5 tries. Sorry, Mike. Who was that? Jason, who was that?
And Pogba.
Here we go. The cards are out.
All right, so
The cards are out
you
already.
better watch out.
This is
I'm
a good
feeling
start to the
dangerous
stream.
today,
Mike.
So H,
You also
genuine
have a
question.
Jude in it.
Where are we putting Rashford right now in the world of players?
You see, Mike,
Right now.
See, this is why MTF is that dude. This is why MTF is that. See, because MTF asks the questions that nobody wants to ask. This is why MTF is that dude. Guys, MTF is that dude. Was it? No, because my thing is this: is that should we call him world class, or he's just one of the best, most informed players in the EPL?
He's Marcus Ballon or Rashford. Shout out to Yasir.
Can't lie. Yasir is looking
He's
smarter
the
and
most
smarter.
Stop
informed.
it, Mike. Stop
He's
it.
most informed. No, it's true. He's the most informed forward right now. Let's face it. He can score goals. He has the pace. He scores from the left, from the right. He's absolutely on fire. He's 21 goals, I think.
No,
It's
but
unreal.
my thing is this.
He's at least top 3.
And let's be honest, HH, without him, where would United be? Obviously, there's Casemiro, and defensively
Not in
they've been
top
very
four.
good with Lisandro. But without Rashford's goals, because none of the other forwards have stepped up this season to get the goals for Manchester United. So Rashford has been super, super key in their success.
Okay, J2S. Okay, J2S. Here's the thing. J2S, the answer to your question will determine whether you're going to get a booking. So, J2S, please don't tell me that J2S BB refers to Habibi and so
No,
forth.
I can't say anything. No comment.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, you know what? No comment is fine. No comment is fine. So good. All right. So, you know, that whole BB thing just makes me okay. J2S, Rashford. Is it down to Ten Hag, or was all Rashford needed a Hag to unlock him?
I mean, he showed this form in the 1920 season. He's a purple patch player. From what we know,
Was that Ole?
yeah, it was the first full season of Oli when he had that
Okay.
partnership with Martial, who I don't know what's happened to that guy. He's
Marshall
just disappeared.
FC is down bad, man. Marshall FC is down bad. They're down bad.
Yeah, I think Phil Jones is more available than Martial.
Okay,
at this
so
point.
all right, we're not going to do that, but okay.
Oh my god.
Can you just zoom into my AVI, please?
Oh Jesus, what is this now? Hold up.
This is the future.
Hey, man, the future is now.
Okay,
Exactly.
look, thank goodness it wasn't a Ballon d'Or. Okay, thank goodness he wasn't holding a Ballon d'Or. So,
Oh, I'll get
Jason-
that one. I'll get that one.
Excuse me?
Let him
James was
cook. Let him cook.
Too
Let him cook.
far.
James was
Too
done.
He'll have
far.
white
far.
hands as well. So
Let him.
So does every fake black Ballon d'Or winner have vitiligo? That's what I want to know. They all have the same white hands. I'm like, what's happening? But Jesus, who do you give this down to? Is this down to the Hag?
it's a mixture of both, I gotta say, because I think Rashford's you can see by his celebration what he's doing as well. He's actually knocking down his performances on the pitch. He's forgetting everything else. I mean, his friend Lingard's left as well. There's no more dancing, all that kind of bullshit. So, yeah, I mean, Ten Hag, he's one of the best managers out there. Look what he does with attacking players just in general. I mean, I want the guy kudos as well at Ajax because his goal today as well.
No. But
And he's cheap.
And
no,
he's
it's
cheap
cheap.
as well.
No, but see, my thing is that the Ten Hag has won so much in terms of the amount of W's he's had. The whole Cristiano saga, this thing with Rashford right now, Man United being on form, the thing against City, like, because it's like icons believe that he was able to win so much. But what do you think? Do you think Rashford can be world class? Do you think that what I said years ago is now being redone? Or do you think that, no, this is now the real Rashford who can be amongst the best players of his generation?
See, I don't know if he can reach world class because his all-round game, he doesn't have it still. His finishing, that's world class, that's elite. But his all-round game, because he can't cross still for like any players on the wing as well. Because when we have Weghorst is doing like a graveyard shift. He doesn't get any crosses into him. He's meant to be the big lump in the box, meant to cross it into him. Rashford, he can run in behind. His best quality is running in behind.
Yeah.
And then his finishing as well, because we saw in the Arsenal game, just out of nowhere, scores a banger.
Oh, no, that was a superb goal. That was a superb goal.
And he can also header now, which he's never done before. He used to just close his eyes and just heads the ball anywhere.
So you're going to put this more down to Ten Hag unlocking something from him that maybe other managers didn't?
Yeah, I see a similar kind of thing with Sterling at Man City.
Yeah, that was one
That's
I
what
said in the video. Yes.
His all-round game isn't exactly there, but the amount of goals, the amount of assists, his GA will improve. Like, on the eye, he's not the most...
He does a few things though. Like
he does a few.
There are a few moments where he does a few things, but still his overall game on a consistent basis isn't still well refined. He just has a few moments.
Let's take this into account. He hasn't just scored 7 goals against Norwich like Mason Mount has. He has scored against Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man City.
Hold on.
And now
when did he score against Chelsea? When was that?
Or did he score against? He might have not scored against
No,
Chelsea.
I didn't. He never scored against
And
Chelsea.
then let's see what he does on Thursday at the Camp Nou.
If
he scores
no, don't worry.
Woo.
Look, I told you, Elias and Ricardo, they are on fraud watchman. So, Elias, talk to me about Ford. the forward.
It's funny how he says that we're on fraud watch when his team is mid-table after spending 700 million. That's very funny to think about.
Wara UCL, Wara UCL in 5 years. Wait, when was the last UCL? Wara UCL.
You can't be on fraud watch if you're a fraud. Okay.
Rashford. I do agree that he's like one of the most informed, if not the most informed player in the world. But I'm reluctant to call him world class.
Have you seen Felix play? Was it? I didn't say anything. What to say?
Because world class, I think world class is like what, top 3 in your position, max,
yes,
like around there. I have to see how Rashford does over a season, because, for example, 10 games or something, or like a month or 2 months of like very good form. I don't think it's enough to put you in that world class category. World class, I think, is like the top of the top. Like, I think Rashford, his finishing and his output right now is very good. But his overall game, I don't think it's there yet. And I have to wait until the end of the season. And we have to keep in mind, this is a player who's what, 25, 26?
Yeah.
Okay. So like, if he was to be a generational player, he would have already shown it. But I have him as like the tier right under world class.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Better than Vinny.
No, he's not. Well, no. From where he is overall, no.
I agree with that.
Cardo, and then I'll come to you, Mr. Denny T. Cardo, talk to me.
Is Rashford world class? Is that your
that's
question?
what we're trying to say, bro.
It depends on your threshold of who enters your world class. Personally, I think he's far from it, and
hater.
I'm not really hating, because if you're saying a player is not world class because of the form he's in, that doesn't actually say he's world class. Being world class is you're just a world class player, period. It doesn't matter regardless of your form. So Rashford, purple patch. I mean, he wasn't playing like this at the start of the season. His form is kicked on pretty much mid-season.
But Ricardo, the streets are saying that he's been unlocked. We're going to see this on a consistent basis. That's what we're saying.
He might he might be unlocked. If he can do this till the end of the season and then have a whole season at this level, then we're having a different conversation. But until then, he's not world class. He's just a player in good form right now.
Danny T, talk to me, man. Rashford, where are you on Zerra?
I think the whole trying to give credit to the manager in this case is probably a little off base. In the last 4 seasons, if we include this one, only last season really you would say was poor. I think, is it J2S? He said was the 1920 season, and then the 20.
I was going to mention that. Yeah.
He went back to back 20 goals in all comps. So it was only last season where you could say what was going on. This season, he's kind of like we've seen this before, and as people have pointed out, his technical level hasn't greatly improved. Maybe you could say heading, but other than that, it's not like we're seeing step overs and nutmegs.
Was he this consistent in 1920, like game after game after game? Because the goals were like game after game after game after game, just scoring. Because I thought that the goals were more spread out in the 1920 season, rather in the last 6 games he scored.
But like goals for strikers tend to come, unless you're a freak like Haaland or somebody like that. Goals tend to come in bunches, and this is just one of those runs where he's hitting a bunch. And like I'm sure if you went and you looked at the games in past seasons, it's been a similar story. If you go before the 1920 season,
Mods, can you please put Red Devil Studio in timeouts, please? If you can just put him in timeout.
Also, HH, I think it's very brave that you're going up against the Super Bowl. So shout out to you for not changing the time.
Oh, come on, football is bigger than Super Bowl, man. It's bigger than.
Is it Super Bowl tonight?
I'm just saying.
Thank you, Jamal didn't even know.
I'm here to distract myself from the Super Bowl. I don't feel like watching, so I felt I'd just come on the stream and whatever. But yeah, like if you go before the 1920 season, obviously he's a young player who's up and coming, and everybody can see that there's a player there, a useful player, as you might say. But is it Ten Hag? Is it Rashford hitting a purple patch, as people are saying? It's probably a combination of everything, and maybe just him. I don't know, just getting over the Euro from 2021 and all of that. So yeah, it's a combination of a bunch of things. But this form, I mean, who knows how long it'll last? But and then the whole world class debate. I mean, let's be serious.
No. That's what Thursday's for. You see, Thursday. Okay, this is all good. Can you do it against Rao?
Well, see, you do this all the time though. Like you hinge world class performances on one game.
Yes,
that's stupid.
That's real. That's real talk. Hold on. So I should call it. So you're world class because you're boiling against Charlie, Helen, Catherine, Beatrix, and Elizabeth. The heck? No. Do it against Araujo. Do it against Skriniar. Do it against top tier defenders. Don't do it against Elizabeth, Sophie, and
even if he does it in that game, you'll find an excuse if he doesn't.
No, I won't. No.
He did it.
Yes,
you would.
Yes, you would. Like we know you.
Excuse me. What's that?
You did against Thiago Silva against PSG. Top class defender.
No, wait, hold up. Jesus,
he scored
you're comparing
like under 40.
No, hold on, Jesus, you're comparing PSG Thiago Silva to Chelsea Thiago Silva. Come on.
Oh my God, they're the same.
Come on.
Player.
No, it's not the same. They're not the same. This jersey is different. They're not the same player.
I was going to say,
the same person, bro.
Doesn't Rashford have more GA than Chelsea?
So what's it called?
That jersey, you need to see more before
Jamal, thoughts on Rashford. Jamal, your whole thing. Right there.
If you do it against 97-year-old Silva, it's more impressive. Shut up, bro.
Jamal.
Yeah, man. I just want to say the people who think the Super Bowl and the World Cup are comparable are mad. I didn't even know the Super Bowl was tonight. So,
Thank you,
man.
Jamal. Preach, spit.
Those people are. But yeah, I was gonna agree with the other guys. He was doing this, not at this level though. What he's doing this season is mad.
Yes.
But I just think it was last season he had a horrible season. And people forget. People are humans, and he said that's why he's doing his celebration. He said mentally his head wasn't in it last season. He was suffering from depression and mental health, and I think he also had issue with his girlfriend as well. So last season mentally it was really bad for him. He said that.
Excuses.
Yeah, because sometimes I know we love football, but sometimes we forget these guys are human and things off the field can affect us, can affect people. So yeah, man.
But shout out to Rashford. Jamal, respectfully, I don't care what goes on in their life. Perform. You're being paid.
Bro, but come on, they're humans. We're not robots.
Jamal, if I'm being paid hundreds of thousands a week, you have to be a robot, man. I can't view you as a human being.
Okay, so I'm just saying. Let's say someone you're very close to died in your family. Can you take that out of your head and play the game the same day, like the Saturday? Come on, man.
Okay, Jamal, why do you go to the extreme?
Business, respectfully,
I gotta go to the extreme, bro.
Continue.
But yeah, man, I just want to say shout out Rashford, man, because he gets a lot of hate. And I like Rashford. Black tax as well. I know he's an enemy, but bro, he's not world class. That's the only thing. I don't think he'll ever reach the world class level.
That's where I wanted to go. Do you think
the tier under, I think that's his level. Because I think he's 25, 26 right now. I think I don't think he can be world class, but bro, the tier under world class is a good level.
That's a damn good level.
That's a good level. That's good to go this season.
Wait, but what's it, Jamal? Because it's like that level is good. It's like that's top tier level. That's where you've got that's like the João Felixes, the Messis, the Neymars, the Mbappes, and so forth. That's the whole thing in this.
Whoa. Jamal. They need a Felix.
Jamal, he I like Felix is the best player in the Premier League already. Because psychologically,
no, Jamal, no, Mike. What I said is he has the best football brain.
No,
he said
no. Let me bring you back up the receipt. You said he is the best player in the Premier League yesterday.
Ricardo, thank you.
Ricardo, the next transgression is the yellow.
His girlfriend to a
Ricardo, next transgression, I book you.
You know Pedro Porro's in London as well.
Yeah. You heard about that?
Do you guys just want to get like censored or something? I mean, okay.
Wait, very quickly, she cheated on him 3 times.
AK, thoughts on Rashford, please, AK.
That's the only hat trick that Chelsea are going to ever get.
All right, okay.
Easy. That's a yellow card.
Talk to me. AK, talk to me. No, that's a red, but AK.
Yeah, I think in terms of form, he's displaying like world-class form. Like, since the World Cup, he's probably been, along with Kvaratskhelia, the best left winger in the world. But But in order
And
to
Felix.
in order to be definitively world class, he needs to do it over a full season. I think in terms of I think his off-ball movement has improved a lot because a lot of his goals come from the 6-yard box, and there are tap-ins where he just ghosts into the box. So his off-ball movement and his GA has improved, but I think his overall technical play has improved, but could still get a lot better.
Let's take some Dubinsky's man. Oh, this freaking troll. Talents FC, Enzonzi, Gagponaho, Sanetsa, EPL Ins Easy, #flop. Talents FC, do you know that the clown in your AVI is now a bench player? How about that? So for all this thing about Mans, that's that bomb in the thing. You know he's on his way to Liverpool, man. Let's do it.
You know that guy.
Whoa.
Why is all football analysis just making fun of people's names, just remixing?
No.
Yeah, that's
Talents
trending right
FC,
now.
he's a particular troll. He's a particular troll. Shout out to your boy Zoting TV, man. Thank you for the job, Zoting. On Thursday, I'm going to close my eyes and play the Champions League theme song. Mani versus Barca. This is a sealed match. I don't care. Do you know what's the score? Obviously, we'll get the ball. I'll tell you right now, because I think it was. I forgot who it was on Twitter who said it will probably be the first time, and I'm ashamed to say this. It'll be the first time where a Europa League game will have more viewers than the UCL game, because you know that. Oh no, yeah. Also, sorry, so on Thursday, it will have it will probably have more viewers than most UCL games, because I'm like, how are these guys now doing Europa League?
No, HH. Which one will have more views? Barca United or Benfica Club Brugge?
I think we all know that.
Benfica Club Brugge. Minnesota United FC. Chelsea are on the stock exchange. Why? To prove their ish and can float when can we talk about how Ten Hag made kids hungry again? What a break.
Come on, guys.
The hell? Oh my god, man. Look, shout out to Minnesota United, man. David C. Just came back from the doctors. My eyes were tired from watching us win. My ears needed to be popped because it's altitude tour. You see, this is why I want United to fail, man. This is why I want United to fail. You and Ardit and all these guys. See, I'm still undecided as to who I want to win. Barca, because I hate them both. One team owes us an own UCL. Another team owes us an OSU UCL. Listen, both of these teams still have two of my UCLs.
You know? Who in the fan base, who comes on this channel, who gave you the most stick, Man United fans or Barca fans?
Have you heard the
You know who Ricardo supports?
Well, yeah, but then you want Man United.
I'll be like, bro, the kind of thing that this. Basically, Ricardo and Ardis, I actually don't know who I hate more between both of them.
I think Ardis pisses you off more, though.
Yeah, we heard the kind of thing that Ricardo has said, bro. So, David C. Ricardo, shut up, please. MBE about to have his third 20-goal season.
He already has it.
Oh no! He said he's third. He's third. No, but okay,
this says about to have. He already has it. He has. This is it. He's already scored 20 goals in all comps.
Oh,
he scored 21 goals.
Yeah.
Okay, but you know, you know this whole thing about this celebration.
Don't count.
This celebration here. He wasn't the first, but I think he's popularized it.
Yeah, he made it popular, correct.
That's what I say. He's made it popular. He wasn't the first to do it, but now when I think of the celebration, and I think of Rashford, because I think Kimmich did this first. I think they say it was Kimmich. I think.
Or Neves used to do it.
If I don't see this at the Spotify camp,
well, HH, if I see you doing the Rashford celebration, I usually think you're looking for a hair follicle.
Oh, come on. Be nice, guys.
So I don't care whether you're Nigerian or so forth. That's a red, man. Shout out to Rashford. Shout out to Rashford. So and we're not going to
messing around today, are we?
Yeah, we're not going to VAR.
I was expecting yellow, bro.
No VAR, There's no VAR, man. There's no VAR there.
VAR, man. VAR. You gotta VAR.
Nah. That's what I'm going for.
Straight red.
Wait, who do you think wins the fight? Huh? What fight?
He's talking about Islam and Volkanovski.
Yeah, Volkanovski won, man.
Who cares, man?
Islam won.
I am so tired of this wrestling, man.
Okay. There's no yes. Delta, shush. I need it for buying. Shush, I need it for buying. Just 3. Most goals in Europe since the World Cup. On form, best forward in the world. Yes, against Elizabeth and Sophie. Let's see what he does on Thursday, which is the key thing.
I have a question about red cards. Do you get suspended for the next hangout?
Yes, next hangout you get suspended. Okay. Well, No, one hanger suspension. And if it's a really harsh offense, it could be 3 or so forth and everything. So
3 hangout suspension.
3 hanger suspension. No, but basically, the thing is it's banned for 1 hangout. So Rock City. Shout out to LL. That brig Lagos man better beat LSG.
Can't wait for that game, man.
Bro, I cannot wait
I
for
can't
that game.
wait.
Rashford is world class, scoring in many games over many goals. No, look. You can't say he's world class, but he is on quality form. Again, it's all about Thursday. It's all about what he does on Thursday, which is key. Ramesh, spending equals 600 million euros. Points equals 31. Spending per point, 20 euros million. Points needed to win the league, 100 points. Chelsea transported next season. Oh, okay. Now this is a lot of mathematics. Okay, Miss Smode, I'm sorry.
2 billion.
Yeah. I mean,
That is way too many
okay. What does this
political
mean?
science, bro.
You need to spend 2 billion to win the Premier League. That's what it's saying. Dude,
no.
it's
No. Ramesh, wait, hold on. Ramesh, here's the thing right now. And I think it's everybody. It's a 38 game season. If Chelsea are mid-table after 38 games, boom. But let's see where we are at the end of the season. Now, I'm not going to say anything because I won't tempt fate. If Chelsea, you know what? That's all I'm saying. So let's wait until the end of the
the
season.
Champions League.
I didn't say anything. Smart, I didn't say anything. Talents FC. Delta, you took a bill just for the hangout. #host. All right, thank you. Talents, okay. Wing, HH Logic. Good central midfielder equals world class. Good striker equals is it really world class? Wing, stop it. Again, Wing, let him prove himself on Thursday, man. AJ, Rashi girlfriend issues are real. Look at Felix. All right, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that, man. David C. HH, the only 9 that works for. All right. What's it called? Mods, can you please put him on timeout, please? Mods, can you put this guy on timeout?
That's a good
if you
one.
can?
That's a good one.
Mods, please put this guy on timeout. I'm begging. Thank you. Now, quickly, let's move. Let's move. So, guys, I want to come to, let me come to Elias with this. Elias, what are we saying about Dre? Now, so I managed to steal the goal. I mean, if you can, quality goal in terms of just team play, passing, one-touch movement, superb, and the finish. Elias, talk to me about Dre. Like, what is he? He's young. He's getting better. He's that dude now. He's world class. He's one of the best players in his position. In 2023, February 12th, what is Pedri?
Right now, I would say Pedri is world class. Not only
world class.
Yes.
Wow, that's a statement.
World class.
Yes.
World class. World class.
World class potential.
No, hold on.
World class now.
You're saying that a 20-year-old is world class.
Yeah, exactly. World class.
Yeah.
Because,
So what top 3 in his position then?
yeah.
Okay, let him know. Okay, let's go for it. Okay, let him know.
Okay, just because when you look at Pedri, you don't look at his overall his goal scoring or anything like that. You look at his overall play. The way that he is able to control the game for Barcelona, to dictate the play, to just basically be the conductor. You realize that he's basically the engine in that Barcelona system. And he's been doing this since he started at Barcelona. His very first season at Barcelona, he was starting as a 17, 18-year-old at Barcelona to be one of the best midfielders. And this season, he's just improving upon season. And this season, he's just adding into that goals. And this season, you're seeing the best of him just because with Barcelona's 4-man midfield, he has the freedom to be as creative as possible. And I think he's only going to get better.
Do you?
I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on, Delta. So do you put this down to Xavi or just he was always going to embed because you saw him pre-Xavi?
Both, just because he was playing great under Koeman. We saw the signs under Koeman.
That's true.
He was great under Enrique. He started.
Sorry.
No, since he started at the club, his very first appearance, you can already see this guy's just a different class. And what's it called? I would say both because he has been performing before Xavi, and under Xavi, he's just gone to the next level.
Ricardo, Pedri, talk to me, man. And I know you're one of his biggest fans. Oh, Pedri.
Well, yeah, I'm one of his biggest fans because I said he's one of true generational players of his generation. I'm not backing down on what I said. It's easier to judge Mbappe, Haaland because they get the goals, get the assists. They're forwards, they look flashier, so it's easier to judge them. But you have to know ball to know how good a midfielder is. And it honestly, at his age, when he first arrived to Barcelona, 18, I have never seen a midfielder as poised, as mature, as pretty much like the calmness he has to play in such a mature position at his age. I've never seen it. I think anybody who has watched, who's been old enough to watch Barcelona in their dynasty, it's not even a debate. Pedri is miles better as a talent than Xavi and Iniesta were.
Yeah,
miles better. You can even add Modric in that equation too. Pedri, that guy, he's something special. Like I guess you just have to understand. Like it's what Ilya said when he first came to Barcelona, he kicked it off running. I think he came in Messi's last year, and his partnership was with Messi instantaneous. Not only that, but even how he performed at the Euros in 2020, I believe it was. Him and Busquets absolutely ran that tournament for Spain. I think he won Young Player of the Tournament as well, if I'm not mistaken. That was the season he played like literally 70 games, and unfortunately he got injured the season after, and then obviously there was a big, lashback against the amount of time he was being playing. But he had a pretty serious injury. He came back and he kicked off again, and now under Xavi, he's showing the level. He's continuing the level, and yeah, it's like there's nothing much more to say than this guy is truly Is he world class? I mean, what he has shown us since he's pretty much debuted for Barcelona, he hasn't been like, his talent hasn't stagnated, nor has he really been out of form. He's always maintained a level, and if anything, he has surpassed. I mean, he's showing levels of improvement. So, do I think he's world class? I definitely do think he's world class. I think this season he is one of the best central midfielders in the world. And I even told Elias, apart from Lewandowski, I know you can't really judge goalkeepers in the same like parameters as players. Pedri has probably been our best player this season, and we can credit the defense, sure, but Pedri has been more like threatening in the attack than even some of our attackers have been. Maybe bar Lewandowski and Dembele. I think he's been better as a forward, which he doesn't play as a forward, than Rafinha, than Ansu Fati, than Ferran Torres, which is not really saying much because some of those guys don't even do anything. But has he been one of our best playmakers? He definitely has been. And the funny part is he doesn't even have an assist on his name, but he has the highest assistance expectancy. So the guy is world class. I mean, if you don't
Ricardo, what's your definition of world class? What's your definition?
So hold on, Ricardo, before I answer that, my thing is, and I may even answer your question, Delta. When you first say Pedri is world class, I'm like, whoa, relax, 20 and everything. Then I said, okay, today, how many people in Pedri's position can I say are better than Pedri? And I'll be really hard to sort of pin down the amount of players in Pedri's position that are performing and playing better than him.
Because there's not even that many great players, and half of them are semi-retired. You look at world-class players right now. Benzema is almost retired.
Wait, Delta, what's that?
No. Just listen.
All because they're retired. All because they're not that many great players. It means that he's not worth a world-class. In that sense, world-class status.
That's a big take.
No. When you say he's world class, you got to perform in the Champions League knockout stages, the World Cup, and the knockout stages. But to say he's world class because he's doing his thing in the.
Who was in that game against Bayern? Who was one of the best players on that pitch?
I don't care. They lost. I don't care. But
he was one of the best players
still. Barcelona lost.
Let's face it.
No, obviously, I can get some of his point because if like Harry Kane has been performing, but obviously you still point at the end of the day, you need to
everybody knows Harry Kane's a world-class player, but he doesn't have the accolades to back up that claim. If you're talking about pure skill and ability, Harry Kane is up there. You can be a World Cup player in an underperforming team. That's not even hard to conceptualize. Have Barcelona underperforming the Champions League the last 2 years? But you can't put that burden on a 19 or 20-year-old
Ricardo.
Pedri.
Listen to me. There's a difference between Tottenham and Barca. There's a huge difference there. When it comes to winning mentality, when it comes to winning trophies, you can't put that burden on Spain.
There's an asterisk, and it's called Leo Messi. Leo Messi is a massive asterisk. So
Dude,
don't
dude,
say,
he hasn't even
no,
won a
this
league
is
title
without
yet.
this is
How
without
can you say he's
Messi.
world class? Look, Pedri is a great player, but to say he's world class is stretching. It's too far. He's a great player though. But you can't say he's world class
Who was
without winning a league title, without
Delta? Who
anything
was
with
one of the
Spain.
best? Delta, who was one of the best players at the Euros, which is an international tournament?
Come on, what was
What
that?
do you mean by come on? Ask his straight question.
And he was doing that at 18 years old.
Huh?
Like I said, he's
Best
a great
player.
player. He's definitely not.
Yes,
like,
he was one of the best players of the Euros. Yes.
Yeah, no, it was. It definitely was. But after that Euros, he had the down, like a
He
couple
got
months.
injured.
Yeah, because he played 600 games in a season.
But obviously, I get it, but obviously I get it, but like, he's gonna have to. All I'm saying is that I don't know if I think he's gonna be world class. I think he has world class talent.
Well,
but
that's different, Kenny. Look, Kenny from Barbie. That's different because when you say he's going to be world class, it's not talking about current time.
Okay, wait. So let me Samasi and then Mike and then Danny. So
Yeah, I want to speak on this as well.
Yeah, and Jamal. So Samasi, where are you with Pedri? World class? How good do you think he is?
He is world class. He's the future Ballon d'Or winner. Let's face it.
Oh my
Yes.
God!
Oh, you see,
No,
that's too far.
yes.
That's not a crazy
He
thing.
has everything. No, can I say something?
He's completely right. Completely right.
He has everything a midfielder, a world class midfielder needs. He has the vision, the positioning, the ball retention. He has every attribute you need as a midfielder, and he's just 19. He's just getting better. So
The guy hasn't even won a major title yet, and we're calling him a future Ballon d'Or.
he
winner.
will. They're gonna
Future
win
Ballon
the
d'Or.
Liga.
Delta, do you want to win this over? Yes, Delta, he's 20.
Stop being hater.
Okay. How old was Mbappe? How old was Haaland? They won major trophies.
Wait, hold on. What major trophy did Haaland win?
Haaland has not won any major trophies.
All right, let's get him. So I'm going to hit you with this.
Damn bloody fool.
Sebastian, you didn't even let me
Yo,
explain.
one more time.
Sebastian.
Yeah, come on, for good luck. Mike, talk to me.
No,
Pedri,
Sebastian,
where were
can I
you with
explain
Pedri?
myself?
Mike, talk over him. Mike, talk over him.
Pedri. Imagine Barcelona paid 5 million for him from Las Palmas. 5 million. Obviously, there's going to be add-ons and all this sort of stuff. That might be the best 5 million Barca have spent ever, because Pedri, he's taking that. His level is just going craziness. I mean, I've never seen him as like a goal scorer, but he's got almost 10 goals already this season. I just see him as like
he
a
has improved
controller,
on
a
his finishing.
dictator. Like he just controls the midfield. Like he doesn't even have, in an era where we talk about PMP, pace and power, he doesn't have those attributes. He's a sort of very technical footballer. That's why I appreciate with Pedri.
Yeah, like Gallagher.
Okay,
I'm joking.
Gallagher is the
Come
worst
on.
example of PMP. He's a PMP guy, but he's the worst version possible. Pedri is just so calm on the ball. He just knows what he's going to do with it. The next step, the next pass.
Yes.
And now he gets the goals. I mean, the goal today was just, that was ridiculous from Barca. That was quality. And especially against Villareal, who actually gave them a good game. Although I want to talk about one player as well, as Araujo. Beast, man. Absolute beast. Him and Rashford and Koundé, ooh, that's going to be a battle to watch on Thursday.
That I can't wait. Let me come to Jamal.
Tap-ins don't count for Rashford.
I haven't finished yet. So, Sebastian, let me ask you a question. So,
here's the thing though. So, if I'm going to give the thing to you, and you not call me Sebastian, do you not think I'm actually going to allow you? So, Delta, that's your final warning. So, there you go. Continue.
Let him cook.
Let me ask you this: if Jack Wilshere played in this generation right
Jack
now,
Wilshere
in 2023, will you call him world class?
No, you don't mean that.
What?
No, I haven't heard that name.
There are a lot more bricks to drop.
I didn't
By the
say
way,
he's world class. I said if he played right now in 2023, Jack Wilshere, would you say he's world class?
Is he fit though? Is he fit?
I mean, that's his issue. He was never fit. That's why he's turned into such a shit player.
That's why he was never world class.
Talent-wise, you could say he's up there.
Yeah, he was never world class.
That's a terrible comparison.
Like, I'm sorry, man. Like, Pedri is not world class. Like, I respect him as a player. I mean, he's a great player, but you can't say he's world class.
It's okay.
Jamal,
come to Jamal. Jamal, talk to me.
Yeah. First, I just want to say ages since I heard Wilshere. I thought you was gonna say Diaby and Podolski as well. But yeah, man.
Don't forget.
For me, I'm gonna say Yeah, I'm gonna say something wild, H. I don't think it's that wild, but I think, and all the youngsters, which is Kylian, Erling, Musiala, I think Pedri is the most talented youngster in the world right now.
Mbappe's not a youngster anymore, if we're being honest.
Yeah, like he's 24.
Yeah. True. But yeah, I think the only guy who pushing close is Musiala. That's close.
Yes.
But H, I watched the game today. This guy is 20. I think he's 20. And he plays at Walking Peace. Bro, how can you be 20 years old and play the game with so much ease? His composure, his footballing IQ, his technique, bro, is mad. And he's only 20. So this guy, when he gets more experience, he's going to be incredible, man. But yeah, H, I might have to go. But I just want to say, PSG, please don't have an emergency hangout on Valentine's Day.
If we lose like by 3 goals, I won't be here. Like
yeah, I might have to negotiate a deal, but if we have an emergency hangout, I might have to pop up on Tuesday. But all I'm saying, PSG, please don't.
Okay, Delta.
Yeah.
How do you define
Peace out,
world
guys.
class? How do you define world class?
I think, like, from my perspective, world class, it comes to you leading your team to major trophies. Like when we talk about Lewandowski, what he did with Bayern, when we talk about Benzema, when we talk about Messi with Argentina, I think this is the term of world. But to say a guy world class when he hasn't won a single major trophy yet, that is absolutely ludicrous for me. That is
no, but okay. Hold on. Let me consider. Okay, Danny T talks to me. Pedri, where you are with Pedri?
Come on.
Well, firstly, I think the whole world class debate is kind of silly because, as Elias was trying to get at, I mean, everybody has their own individual interpretation of what that two-word phrase means. So you could be talking about world class ability, world class talent, world class form, world class period. So who knows what PSG Delta means by world class?
Okay, you got it. World class ability.
Delta, let's let Danny just land this point.
PSG. If you have something very important to say that's going to enlighten the world, go for it.
Danny, he doesn't. Danny, he doesn't. Trust me, he doesn't. No, I'm telling you, he doesn't. Danny T, no, continue your point. Trust me, everything's under control. Wait, hold on. Let Danny just finish this point. I'll come back to Danny. Finish your point.
To Pedri, I mean, to kind of what Jamal and Ricardo were saying, I mean, he never looks out of place for somebody who I think was a teenager like 4 months ago. And to me, that's the most impressive thing about him, is that you never look at him and question, like, he shouldn't be there and he's 19, 20 years old. Like, it's a rare talent in that sense. But then I was thinking, like, that was my sentence. But then I thought, like, don't Spain kind of do this over every generation where they have some incredibly skilled young central midfielder and it's just part of their culture? So in a way, Pedri's taking a torch from others. And then the one question I would have is, part of the reason he looks that comfortable is because he's only 20 years old. But if you look at his list of appearances, he's probably played over 100 times already. And
wait. So he said Spain have always had a skilled midfielder. Have they had a skilled midfielder this young and this good at this age?
Yeah, Fabregas.
Yeah, basically the last one was Fab. So before Fabregas, as Ricardo just said, Iniesta and Xavi at 20, they went to the map at 20 or 19.
Yeah, even Thiago as well was
at 20 though.
If you think about a country that produces a bunch of technically proficient, great central midfielders, you'd be hard pressed to find a better country than Spain.
That's only
before Iniesta and Xavi. No,
before Iniesta, they weren't known for that.
Basically, before Iniesta and Javi, Spain were not known as producing high quality midfielders.
Are we talking about like the past?
That was Italy.
Years? Like, are we going back to the like black and white days, or like are we living?
No. I'm saying literally before Iniesta and Javi. But basically, before Iniesta and Javi, you had.
In my lifetime, because I'm not going to speak about 1977. I don't know that shit.
Well, no, I'm saying before
in my lifetime, the country that's produced the best central midfielders, from Busquets to Xavi to you name them, and yet like it's Spain.
Yeah, but they've all come from the same academy.
It's from a particular era.
Where they've come from, it's the same country. Like
but
Danny, you're saying what you're saying is Spain have always produced quality midfielders.
I never said the word always. Where are you getting the word always? I never said that.
Okay, so what is it that they said that Spain have?
To make it clear for you guys, I've said in my lifetime, the country that has produced the best central midfielders is Spain.
Well,
So
take it from
Pedri
he's
is
like
in
80.
that line of I'm still alive. It's still my lifetime. He's the next in line in that sense. Is that not clear enough? Do I need to like?
Okay, no, it's all right.
Yeah, let's just say in the past 20 years then for you guys. If you
I
problem with that,
I don't
the
know
problem
who
with
was
that is
making
that-
central midfielders in 1877. Maybe it wasn't Spain. I don't know.
Oh, no. Basically, what I thought you said was, if Spain always produce really quality midfielders, that's what I thought you said, and I was like, well, apart from that generation,
Well, yes,
which the Xavi
okay,
Iniesta
fine.
generation, Spain
Not
haven't.
in 1960. As if I asked you, who did Spain have in 1960? Would you know?
Yeah,
Like,
in
I
the early
don't know.
2000s, they weren't that they didn't create world class midfields even in the early 2000s. Like this is not some
I
prehistoric.
was born in 1990, bro. Like I started watching football like 2000.
So world class midfield was Spain producing in the 90s and the early 2000s.
No. Basically,
It's semantics, people. It's semantics. My God.
Look. Let's be well, belaboring the point. Pedri, do you see him as the next great midfielder? As in, based on his trajectory, do you see him as the next great midfielder?
Yes, I don't know if he's going to be the greatest midfielder. I don't know. I can't. I'm not one to project, but of course he'll be one of them. The point I was getting to is, has he played too much, perhaps, like for both country and club? And I look at players. I mean, as a Chelsea fan, the one that comes to mind is like Oscar, where like he played for Brazil in the Olympics, the World Cup. Chelsea had that monster season where they played like 60, 70 games, and I was worried that he got burned out, and then he just went to China for the cash. So I do think a part of the reason that he looks so proficient and so skilled is because of the amount of football at a top level that he's already played. And I wonder if down the road this will come back on him, but hopefully it will.
What's it called? Mike, he talks to me, man. Pedri.
I already did. You can go to
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
J2S.
Yeah, I think Pedri's the best. He's the best youngster because I'm not classing Mbappe as youngster. He's 24 now, so yeah. Once you pass,
Wait, hold on. Okay, Jason. So what is the age parameter?
23.
Oh, wow. So it's the year. There we go. Perfect.
No, that's just general.
So hold on.
generally
Why is it 34? Why is it 34? So it
No,
just has to be 23.
No, it's generally the consensus that like.
Yeah, sure. It just had to be the year below Mbappe.
No one cares about you.
Wait, hold on, Jason. Okay, what is Mbappe's era? Who are his contemporaries then?
He's with the big dogs now.
Yeah, he's with like the Neymars and stuff. I don't know.
Oh,
there's
wow.
No one, there's
So
no,
he's with
there's no one in that
He's with the
generation
big dogs
really.
now. He's with the big
Yeah, like
dogs.
24, like who's
Interesting. Wow, okay.
Like Chiesa and this man.
That failed generation.
Pedri, talk about Pedri.
Yeah, come on. Like out of the likes of Camavinga, the Valverdes, Gavi's too young still, so I'm not going to put him in that category yet. The Chikamasalas,
Felix.
Tchouaméni.
He's still us 19.
How old is Tchouaméni?
I think he's like 22.
Is it 23? Oh yeah, I think it's a 22
Yeah, so
or
when you
23.
think about all those young midfielders that have come out,
hold on. Felix is 23, so Felix is in that era.
Yeah, but he's finished, bro.
J2S.
No, come on, say Jason. You can't do that. You said 23 is the cutoff point, so Felix is
Felix is more like Mbappe.
See, no, guys, we can't. What is the cutoff point of a youngster? Is it 20?
No, for me it's 21. For me it's 21. 21 for me is like yeah, because like 22, 23 nowadays, like these 22, 23 years old.
Okay, so you're saying that young. So to be considered a youngster, it's from what 16, 17 to 21.
Usually, what you do is just look at the actual divisions they have in football.
Yeah.
U23, U21, and then U. So it depends where you want.
But after it depends because some of these youngsters, like for me, Pedri is never like some of these guys they've played a lot. So can you consider them youngsters?
So just how good do you think Pedri can he be better than Felix?
I mean, I don't even rate Felix that highly now. So
there you go.
I'm not with the Felix and the Catfield and all that kind of stuff.
No. Is he better than Enzo J2S? Enzo Fernandez?
What, Enzonzi?
Enzo Fernandez. It's Talent FC who's doing that. It's Enzo Fernandez.
Okay.
World Cup winner to you.
Go back to that Euro 2021. That Italy side had Barella and Verratti midfield, and
Jorginho.
We don't class Jay.
No. Jorginho.
He's not Jay Five. He's Jay
Twelve. Like he's not a player. That guy's not a footballer.
Yeah, top 3 in Ballon d'Or, man. Come on.
That Busquets and Pedri pivot like in the midfield was bossing that Italy midfield, and that had Barella and Verratti. Verratti is one of the most. He was that generation midfielder. He hasn't lived.
He still is.
He hasn't lived up to the hype though.
Wait. How did he hasn't? Jesus, he literally is the most talented midfielder of his generation. Jesus, how many? Okay, Jesus, let me ask you a question. How many midfielders of his generation can tackle as well as him, dribble as well as him, pass as well as him, and has his football IQ?
No.
Based on pure. Forget trophies. I know trophies he's failed. I get it. Based on pure talent. What do you mean? Based on pure talent.
No, but what's his generation? We already know that generation is the failed generation.
Who cares?
He's the failed generation. What is the failed generation? None of these guys lived up to none of them.
Wait, hold on. How old is Verratti? Is it the failed generation?
I think he's 30. Yes. He's the failed generation.
He's part of that failed generation. He's part of that.
Oh, damn.
The name was on the Pogba's.
Let's be real. The most talented player of the failed generation. Did this actually crash to call that? Is basically the most successful is Pogba.
Yeah.
The most talented.
His name where?
Is it might be Marco.
What?
No, it's Neymar.
It might be Marco. No. Let me explain.
What are you talking about?
I respect him and so forth. But Jesus, in terms of tackling, dribbling, passing, ball control, football IQ, all-round play, he's the most talented of his generation.
He was part of the miracle at Camp Nou.
Neymar is.
Don't never forget.
Neymar was meant to be. He was
better
than
Ronaldo. He agrees. Roman agrees.
But HS, you can't act like Neymar wasn't the one to orchestrate the miracle at Camp Nou on Verratti's head.
Okay, Ricardo. Maybe explain to you. Anytime you put on a PSG jersey, it takes away all of your powers. It even did that to the great Messi. This is the great, amazing GOAT Messi, and he got affected by that PSG jersey.
He's retired anyway.
He's completely good boy.
He retired 2 months ago.
No. His first season. His
he's doing charity work at this point.
That's Pochettino tax. That's Pochettino tax.
Oh, good. Wait. Okay. AK Pedri. How are you rating Pedri? AK. AK-47.
Yeah.
No.
HH, can you come back to me in like a bit? I'm like on something. I'm on a different call as well. So can you come back?
He's on drugs.
Okay. Elias, let me come to Elias and Ricardo. So, do you feel that there's too much pressure on Pedri to be the next Iniesta or Xavi? Or, like, basically, do you think that at 20, to be literally the linchpin of the team at 20, which, remember, Xavi and Iniesta, they went to the linchpin at 20. You had, what was it called? You had Deco. You had, Van Bommel. You are recovering for a little bit of a while and so forth. Obviously, Dino. But so do you think that's okay? At 20, you're literally the guy. Could that be problematic that he literally is the heart of the team at such a young age?
I don't think so. Just because when we look at Pedri, like I don't see that environment. Like he has to be the next Iniesta. He has to be the next Xavi. I look at Pedri and I think he's Pedri. Like this is a completely different player. Like he has different attributes than Pedri and Xavi. He's like a combination of both. But Pedri is Pedri. He's like a different player. And I think having, for example, Lewandowski, like a figurehead to basically like take that leadership role, basically helps Pedri. Pedri doesn't take that role just because, hey, you have a serial winner in Lewandowski. You have him there to basically be the leader of the team, which Pedri doesn't have to do that. And I think that takes a lot off of Pedri's shoulders.
Cardo.
It depends. It's on him. I think it doesn't help that he's very, like, when you watch him play, he does give you a little bit shades of Iniesta. It also doesn't help that he wears his number.
Wow.
It doesn't help that he literally said, like, that's his favorite player. He grew up watching Iniesta. So the comparisons are always going to be there. But it's up to him.
But he can't be like Iniesta is.
No, of course.
Because I hate doing this and so forth, but Iniesta was a whole different.
No, of course, I agree with you. But I think if you were to kind of put it in perspective, that where was Iniesta at this age and where is Pedri at this age? Obviously, we know where Pedri is, but I think the start they've had, Pedri has had a better start. it's going to be a lot to even be compared because what Iniesta has accomplished is look, he's actually has one of the best careers of all time.
No, hold on. You know, like we have to actually have a convo
Yes, won everything.
about Iniesta's career because in terms of like what he won and bro, you're scoring the World Cup winning goal for your country's first ever World Cup. The thing about that goal is that he started the move. He started the move. So,
but for sure, I mean, he's also had a man of the match in Champions League finals.
Man of the match every final. Okay, don't.
No, it's really not. It's really not. When the best player is the best player, he's the best player.
Okay, can we stop using man of the match as a metric because that's subjective?
You know,
what is objective is you scored the goal.
No. I find it funny that when Messi won the man of the match.
Hold on. If you open that Pandora's box, then
Kante as well.
That N'Golo Kante won.
Oh yeah.
We would have to remove those.
Wait, no. Do you know why? The world is in agreement with N'Golo Kante and everything.
Shameless.
Kante's man of the match is literally it's unanimous. It is the only unanimous thing where everybody in the whole world agreed. Everything else is subjective. Just stay on top. It's not
Anyways. Like I said, it's up to him. I think he's off to a great start. I think look, somebody's even said something brilliant in the chat. Say Iniesta had Xavi and Xavi had Iniesta. Pedri, I mean, you can say Gavi, but I'll be brutally honest. I rate Gavi. I think Gavi is a good player. I don't think he's of the same class as Pedri. Personally.
No.
I think, but I think
they're different players.
I think Gavi will have a good career. I think he'll be a good player, but I don't see it like Xavi, Iniesta, 1A, 1B. Pedri, to me, he's in a class of his own. In terms of midfielders, I'll probably put Musiala with him there, but it like I said, it's completely up to Pedri if his mentality, which I think he has, if he can live up to the billing. It's a tall order, but even if you could be half of what Iniesta is, you have a magnificent career regardless.
Ricardo, I want to ask you this, and I know it's kind of shameless, but if Iniesta won the Ballon d'Or in 2010, do you think he would receive much more respect than he is? Because I feel like he deserved it in 2010.
I mean, I think everybody who came second place or third place to Messi and Ronaldo deserved it, if we're being honest.
Well, I'm talking about 2010 in specific because
he deserved it, but I mean, like we can't.
Wait, hold on.
Most people ask him like.
Snyder's season was a bit overrated. If we're gonna be
stop it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
A treble, and he got things.
We ain't gonna act like Milito didn't do a lot of that work. But
who was feeding him the passes? No, stop it.
Snyder,
that's what Snyder's trophy.
You just said that the goals of the
the Champions League was there for Milito.
Who passed Bayern Munich in the finals? Like, what are you talking about, man? Stay consistent for 2 seconds.
No. Everybody agrees that what Snyder was literally the key reason Inter won a treble.
No, that's just
so CL over World Cup, right? HH.
Okay, look, artists.
HH.
So Sebastian, when will? Oh, you fucking.
No, because we've gone from XG to XB to XC, which is of course expected chaos thanks to one Darwin Núñez. I've just created XS. So that is expected scrolls and also expected shamelessness from you. There we go.
Oh my! No, look. All I'm saying is it is what is what. All I'm saying is that All I'm saying is this. I don't want to open up a paradox. It's 5-2 to him. That's what I'm saying. In the 2 games that they played, one guy has 5, another guy has 2. That's what I'm saying. RDS. So, Sebastian, when will Chelsea win a game? RDS, when last did you win a major trophy? That's been the Premier League or the UCL. Thank you. Link. I don't know who that is. So, and that's your aim. And I'm not going to ask. So many players hiding behind overall play. Just watch him. BS. We take for granted midfielders who gets goals and assists regularly for control hipsters. Wing, bro. I mean, look.
That's a brick take.
That's a brick take, man. Minnesota. HH, are you 60? Penny Hardaway for real. Man, wrong for real. Okay.
What even is this, man?
All right. Thank you for that, Minnesota, man. Gatlock, refs have been trashed this weekend. HH keeping that. Gatlock, you deserve that straight red, bro, because that's just straight violation, man. So
It was funny though.
no.
That's how I know HH
On
is
Black
right
History
now in
Month?
England.
That's crazy, HH. Come on.
David, would we put Pedri with Cruz, Muller, Modric?
Not
We have
yet.
to wait.
Not yet.
Because
Muller?
the point that Ricardo made is that where was Cruz, Modric, or Muller this good at 20? No, they weren't.
Muller was.
Muller was.
At,
No,
at
Muller was
20,
good.
Yeah, Muller, yeah.
Muller was good.
Yeah, 2010
Yeah,
World Cup.
it was.
World Cup.
Yeah,
was it 20 then?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
something
2010,
like
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, no, Muller was
Money Mace is clear of fat. Who called? Is that me?
Yeah, that's you.
You guys are sick.
I think that's you as a.
I know. Thank you. LSD Delta, too many bricks. It's now dropped the house. Oh, wow. As a Barca fan, I highly rate Pedri. Look, wait. So Musiala is how old is Musiala?
19.
19.
Look, I think those. See, for me, when I watched that, I was like, you know what? Football's future looks is it's so crazy. This generation, man.
It's
So
Messi,
disappointed.
It's Messi and Ronaldo's fault.
Yeah, no, but is it?
They were too good.
No, okay, Ricardo, is it Messi and Ronaldo's fault that for Hazard failing at Real Madrid? Is it their fault for Pogba failing at Man United? Is it their fault for Marco not choosing to go to PSG, but instead choosing to go to Chelsea or Barca or so forth?
I get what you're saying, and I don't disagree. But if let's just say Messi and Ronaldo fell off at like 31, 32, there's still going to be a hangover and expectations you have for the next generation. Did Neymar, Hazard, Pogba, Dybala, Verratti?
No. The only one I'll give you is Neymar. Because I do feel like if Messi sort of messed up Neymar's trajectory, if there's no Messi, Neymar is Barca's main player, and Barca are in a whole different situation right now. So because of Messi, Neymar moved to PSG and destroyed his career. Like really, Neymar is supposed to be the main guy.
Because of Neymar. Neymar left because of Neymar. Like,
he chose to leave.
No. What I'm saying is that it's not Messi's fault. Messi didn't do anything wrong. But Messi's brilliance and his existence is the reason why Neymar felt that, I did my team, I need to go.
I would argue
you'd have been
that
under
Messi,
Messi's shadow no matter where you played.
I would argue that if Neymar had stayed, I would argue that Messi would have given the reins to Neymar at some point.
Are you sure?
Now, that is a different discussion.
But we never know.
Because that's a great discussion. Because I don't know.
No, but think about it. Given look, it's all hypothetical.
Yes.
But given the Messi of we know, Messi doesn't play for the name on the back of the jersey. He would put Barcelona's success more so than his success. And I think in that case, if Neymar was truly the better player, which at times I thought he was, he will let Neymar be the guy and take a step back. Like even in this PSG team, Messi is not like, oh, I'm still the big dog. No, this is Neymar's team at the end of the day. I'm going to his club. Hold on.
Okay.
Neymar joined Messi.
Wait, hold on. Ricardo, do you know why I disagree? I feel that Barca, it's the same thing with Thomas like Argentina. Barca's his longevity at Barca and how well embedded he is there, it would be almost difficult from a psychological perspective for him to take a step back. The issue with PSG is Messi even said himself that like it's a new country, new environment, new language, new surroundings. He had to just take a step back and just assess, okay, what is this? This is a totally different space for me. Barca, this is my home. So
I understand that, but he's always played. Like you can say it's his home, which is true, but I mean he's played with Xavi and Iniesta. Like these are guys who, just because you're Messi, you can't just be like, oh, I'm top dog. Like no, he's looking at the table amongst other guys who had things before he had. You don't think when Messi was sitting on the screen with Iniesta,
is his mic shit or is it just me?
Yeah, your mic is going off. Like, are you on bricknet? Like. Like do Peruvians like
go Kenny.
But yeah, no, for me, like because Barca is basically Messi's club and he's been there his entire life. So like even like you see like for example when PSG bricked it and then Barcelona came back, like at the end of the day and when they won the treble, like Messi is that guy. So he's gonna get most of the praises. Even if he gets old and at that time, Messi was still like the best player in the world. So, Neymar was never like as long as he stayed at Barcelona and Messi's there, he was never going to get the respect he deserved. Like, you just can't.
Yeah, Dennis.
Yeah, that was kind of. I let Kenny go, but then he stole my point. It was kind of like the fallacy in Ricardo's argument is it's as if Messi himself decides who gets the credit. Messi doesn't decide who gets the credit because it's the fans, it's the media, it's the people who watch the game that decide who's going to get the credit. The perfect example is the game against PSG. Neymar got he scored the penalty. He got the assist to Roberto. I'm forgetting his name. He scored the free kick. And the lasting image of that match is Messi looking over the crowd with his fist. Like everybody knows that image. I could imagine Neymar in that moment thinking, like, I had one of the most craziest 5, 6, 7 minutes any footballer has ever had given the situation that we were in. And Messi's the guy that's on all the pitches. Like, what about me? And that led him, I think, to PSG. But like, if it were if it were a meritocracy in that sense,
Daniel,
There's no way you actually believe Neymar made his decision in between that game and the newspaper after spending 5 years or whatever at Barcelona. Like,
I don't think anybody makes a. I don't think anybody makes a decision that big based off one instance. It wasn't just a game against PSG, bro. Like, there was literally, there's proof that there was conversations with PSG. I don't think anybody makes a decision that big based off one instance. I think there are a plethora of factors that go into you making a decision like that. I think perhaps that PSG game was one of those factors. I'm not saying it's the only thing. It's the straw that broke the camel's back, as it were. I'm not saying that. I'm saying it's part of that move. I don't think you can look at it as it can.
Delta.
Yeah, Daniel. I think it's it's only his demise. I mean, it's his fault, but I think his decision was made when Juventus beat Barca. Was it 3-0 HH in 2017? Okay, 3-0. I think that's when Neymar said, "Okay, fuck it. Let's just move on." Because HH, that defense that Juventus had was crazy. I think they didn't concede until that final, which was nuts, to be honest. But after that game, when Dybala went crazy, Neymar was like, okay, there's nothing I can do right now that's going to put me above Messi, and we're losing. Now here's the situation. If Barca were winning, because they lost the league that season too. If Barca were winning, Neymar would have stayed. I guarantee you that. But the fact they only won a Copa del Rey, and Neymar was seen as the next big thing. He was like, okay, let me just go to PSG. We offered him a project, and he believed in the project because we told him that we were getting Mbappe. And after we got Mbappe, I'm sorry, he had a score to settle. Now, people are going to say, well, I mean, Neymar, he regretted his decision. But let's be honest. I mean, if he stayed at Barca, what would he have won? Would you say Barca would have won the Champions League in 18-19 season?
Very possible. Yes.
Yeah.
18-19, yes.
He had more chance to win there than PSG.
If Neymar was if Messi had Neymar in 18-19, they get another treble for sure. For sure. Like, all Messi needed was Neymar at Anfield. They beat them and they test-tubed Tottenham.
He just needed one goal against Liverpool. Just one. Just like
what was it? Thousands of passes.
Bro, he just needed a defense. That's all he needed.
He just needed something.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me take this does. So shout out to your boy, my name is in August. Half up told Liverpool to watch out. Not wrong. Good night. Well, you're big. Mike, can you please either draw or lose on Monday? Thank you very much. Thank you. Silence FC. Bellingham and Musiala are clear.
Yeah,
No. I still remember the Fati. Guys, Ansu Fati, that's a sad tale, man. That's a sad ass tale, man. So, guys, let's be real brief with this before we go to our UCL thing, man. So City win. Is it over? EPL is over. Come on, it's over.
Yeah.
J2 West, it's over. Like, did you see Pep? Pep is a man possessed.
No, I thought you said there's 38 games in the season, so.
Not according to this. Not according to this.
It's either 38 games or they've won it.
They've won it.
Does that mean Chelsea at the top 4 then?
Now, can I respond? Can I respond?
Yeah, go respond.
So my thing is that where City are concerned, the rules are different. Where Chelsea are concerned, we have to wait after 38 games. But City, based
You
on
guys see,
their
hold
past,
on. You guys see how everything that involves Chelsea has its own kind of special rules and content.
No, but listen, everything has an explanation. No. You're the most inconsistent. For Man City, based on their past experience and their quality of the consistency, J-Swiss, we know what time it is. J-Swiss, we know what time it is. We know what time it is.
Haaland's injured.
So?
I mean, I think
wait,
they have a World Cup winner.
Didn't they get 100 points without Haaland? Did they get 96 points without that Belgian bomb?
On the right hand side in Mara. Did you see
now we'll see if they're really that much better without Haaland that everyone claims.
Wait, am I the only one who feels like Mara is a
think they
bigger
are.
asset than Haaland, though?
Okay. Mike, is it over? Because Mike, you know them. You know them better than anyone else. You know them. You know it's over.
I do have PTSD, and that will be kicking in for Arsenal fans very, very soon. But you just said about an hour ago. This is a 38-game season.
I just explained to myself.
But Wednesday is massive because if Arsenal win, okay, they have that gap, they have the edge. But if City win, and Arsenal haven't won a game in 4 matches then? 5 matches? And have only scored 1 goal in the past 4 games? It's not looking great for Arsenal. Let's see if they're
Michael, isn't that just typical Arsenal, though? I mean, they always do this.
Yeah, but the thing is, I was thinking, this Arsenal team, they're different. I see a different mentality.
Mike, please tell me how many people, because Mike, you were, now, correct me if I'm wrong, Mike. If I'm wrong, then fine. But you and many people weeks ago said, it's done. Arsenal won the title.
I didn't say it was done, but I was saying that Arsenal are going to win this league. I didn't say it was done and saying, oh my God, City are finished. There's no way. But I said Arsenal are going to win this league. But they're not looking the greatest right now. And yes, Haaland, I mean, you're saying Haaland, he's not, what's the difference? He's not going to play. There is going to be a difference. He draws the 2 centre-backs, Gabriel and Saliba, who I think Gabriel has actually been the better centre-back than Saliba since the World Cup break. Yeah. So Wednesday is... I mean, Arsenal, I think, will be actually happy with the draw on Wednesday. But Man City, there is something cooking right now. Pep is a madman.
Pep is possessed.
He's a possessed man. And when you're dealing with possessed Pep, it's different.
I don't think people understand the magnitude of this game, to be honest. Because if Arsenal loses, they change.
It's over. It's over. Like see, that's what I'm saying. I do get it. That yes, I think. Now, anything can happen and so forth. I just feel that I can see that Arsenal, they're beginning to unravel right now. And when you're seeing a team sort of unravel, who've not been here before for a long time, and a team who we've been here, we've done it, we've bought the t-shirts, and you're giving them a role. Mike, I will be shocked if City don't. I want to be respectful.
No, but AJ,
but City will systematically Lara Croft to them. In a systematic way.
What?
I said in a systematic. Okay. I'm saying 3-1. Maybe.
So are you telling me if City win on Wednesday, the league is over?
Yes.
Yeah.
Over.
Psychologically, that would affect.
Psychological point of view, like wrap it up, boom, done. Let's not see whether you can win the UCL. Done deal. See you later. Aloha.
They still have to play each other again.
Please give me a break, please.
Please, it's over. We saw this last year in the top 4 race. They had such a big advantage over Spurs, and they bottled it.
J2
no, obviously not. They do have young players.
Same team, same manager. They have a massive point lead, and yet they bottle it.
Because they should have gotten 4th.
Yeah,
now, Jason, the difference is that. Yeah, but that's the thing. Jesus is injured. Because about to say, you've got Saliba here, you've got Zinchenko, and Odegaard and Saka are playing at a much higher level than they were last year. But look, here's the thing, guys. Come Wednesday, if Arsenal beats City, okay, I just feel the momentum is so much with City now. And with Arsenal, I just feel like if they've hit a roadblock. So you know what? This is another test for Arsenal, because Arsenal, okay, can you? Because I just feel they lose to City, and it's the manner in which they lose. If City really beat them and beat them bad, I just feel that momentum shift will just be far too great. That's my thing, man.
And there's nothing better to unite a squad than having the entire Premier League after you. Because when you think about it, because when there were issues in the squad with Cancelo, Laporte, what's it called, Kevin De Bruyne, all these issues in the dressing room, having everyone attack you, that just makes the City team stronger, and just basically beating what's it called? Getting this win and then beating Arsenal, I think Man City just like have way too much momentum to basically like not win the league.
Wait, is the game at the Etihad or at the Emirates?
Emirates.
Emirates bad.
Even
You see
more
Emirates?
key. Mike, I'm saying right now, they lose at the crib.
Yeah.
Psychologically,
Look,
that's
look,
key.
as a man who has had many sad moments going up in title races with City, you just have to keep on winning and winning and winning. And that's what Arsenal have to do. They've dropped points now in the last couple of games. You can't do that against City. And this sort of possessed Pep, oh boy.
It's different. Okay, Delta. Don't take this personally. I just have a job to do because people contribute and stuff. But don't take this personally. Shout out to Liverpool God. My doctor advised me not to listen to PSG Delta because I was losing.
That was funny, man.
Can I please finish this whole thing? Because this guy's abusing you. I don't want you to finish the insult. Now that he's back, I can sue you, HH. Please get him out. Hashtag that bomb-ass piece of crap, a brain-dead loser.
I mean, he
Delta,
just went to
that's my thing, though, is that's not my answer.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
I know, but no, Delta. Here's the thing, though, Delta. It's all good. It's all good because Delta. This is where you will be needed because Delta. Thank you for coming here because now, guys, it is time to get real and it's time for a trophy to be won. Because if we don't win this trophy, it's all over.
Why the hell is R9 there? Well, why is R9?
Why is he there? Why is he there? Why is he there? Yeah, you think you're slick? You think we're not gonna see it? Yeah? Well,
I knew it. Because when I say like, is everyone gonna notice there's something else? Because when I was like, should he be there? So I said, you know what? Screw it.
Nah, that Neymar picture as well. HH, that Neymar picture when he's like,
yeah, because we know basically when I was doing it, it's like, guys, like, if you had to pick the best Champions League moments, if you could just pick one moment, like what do you pick? Because for me, it's like, because we're just going through, it's like, you have LSG, you have bloody Sergio Roberto doing his thing, you have what was like that, bro. Guys, that Liverpool AC Milan game, man.
Okay, to be fair, yes. That Liverpool is
because for me, it's like, because I thought the crazy thing was obviously United thingy. Because I tell the story, so this is so obviously I think we're like in school and everything. So we weren't allowed to watch the first half. So you have to listen to it on radio. Bro, when thingy were 3-0 then I was like, Liverpool fans, I know you're bad, I know it's tough and everything, blah blah. 3-1, okay, consolation 3-1. Then when it was 3-2, I was like, but I say, wait, how did it go from 3-0 to 3-2? And then when thingy scores making 3-3, I was like, what? And remember extra time. Remember Cisse's chance in extra time. Because Giroud Cisse. What?
No, Jersey Dudek.
No, it was Dudek, yeah.
Dudek's double save on Shevchenko.
Yeah.
No.
Outrageous save I've seen.
No, but before then, Cisse had an amazing chance to make it 4-3 in extra time. Then Dudek defied the laws of physics. Because I'm going to say, Shevchenko had a header from point blank. And the
Rebound.
Ball went up because if he's safe, the ball will come out to you. He said when I saw that, I was like, okay, that's it. The gods are with Liverpool now, and so forth. So
that AC Milan team was
but still,
stacked too, man.
HH, what is R9 doing in that intro, please?
Bro, it was a hat trick. Bro, I had to get him there somehow. I had to get him there somehow. Okay, Delta. Okay, first of all, is Mbappe fit for Tuesday? Yes or no?
Well, first of all, we're only 2 days away. I mean, it just feels like too soon now. It's 48 hours. Well, actually, less than 48 hours. But yes, Mbappe.
We don't believe you.
No, listen. Mbappe, according to L'Equipe, is said to be fit. Now, this isn't confirmed. I can tell you what is confirmed. I can confirm to you that Messi and Verratti will be available. Neymar will be available. Kimpembe. Look, if we don't play three at the back, then we're screwed over. Like we cannot. I was hearing what was it? It was a report by a journalist, and he has like some inside information.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw a lineup, and Danilo and Marquinhos are supposed to be our two center backs. Like this is ISIS and Al Qaeda stuff. Like, how do you have Marquinhos and Danilo as a no? But seriously, HH, if we put Marquinhos and Danilo in a 4-3-3 formation, then we're screwed over. We are screwed over. It has to be three at the back.
Delta, we are not having a situation because here's my thing, Delta. This is where I'm at, and I think, again, jokes aside, no more jokes. If PSG gets knocked in the round of 16, break it up, just end it. Like pull out the money. Just this whole project, just end the whole project. And like, because now it's about like it's now stupid now. Just end it. If you're gonna go out in the round of 16, end this now. End it all.
Here's the thing.
The Brooklyn Nets, man. Just
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
So those.
But here's the thing. If Mbappe is available and he will start, which I do believe he will, I think we can get the win at HH, but it all depends on Mbappe if he starts or not, because we need a player like Mbappe in our team.
Wait, so Messi and Neymar can't hold it down?
No, because I feel we've seen it against Marseille, man. We got beaten by Marseille. I mean, Marseille. Messi likes to have a player with speed, and Mbappe is that kind of player. Because if you've seen Julian Alvarez and what he was doing against Australia, against the Netherlands, he has that pressure that he puts against the team because he never stops running. Like it's like Cocaine Gallagher, but difference is Alvarez is a great player and he isn't. The thing is, HH, I wouldn't say I'm confident, but I wouldn't also say like, oh, I'm scared of, because at the end of the day, I mean, Bayern, they lost their best player. I mean, say what you want, Lewandowski, if he was still in that Bayern team, I would be 100% over the mood right now. I would say, okay, we're gonna lose. There's no point in watching that game. It would be great for the neutral fan, but the PSG fans, it's over. But the matter of the fact is, they lost.
The streets also lost to Monaco as well.
Yeah, we've seen that. But that was our B team. No, that was our B team.
Excuses, man.
No, but seriously though, it was actually our B team.
So okay, basically, you say if Mbappe is fit, you knock out Bayern. You confident that you'll knock out Bayern?
Yes. I truly believe if Mbappe is available and he is fit and he will start that match, I truly believe over a 90 minutes match, we will beat Bayern. Now, they will score. I guarantee you that they will score, but we will outscore Bayern.
Hold on. Remember, first leg is obviously in Paris, so you have to win this first leg. So because
we have to.
I don't think you beat them at the Allianz. So
listen, HH, if it's a draw or a loss, then it's over. There's no point in going in the Allianz. We have to win. I think if I could give a score prediction, I think we will win 4-1. 4-1 to PSG.
What?
No, but seriously, just listen.
Stop it.
If you lose 4-1, you're not gonna see me on the hangout after that.
No. Delta, no, stop it. Delta, stop it.
We've seen crazy things in the round 16.
Yeah, but that's just no. That's
so what you're saying is you don't believe in Mbappe, HH. You don't believe he can score those.
I don't believe PSG. I believe in Pape. I don't believe in PSG. I don't believe PSG can beat Bayern 4-1.
You don't get it, HH. We have three players who can make the difference out of nothing. We talk about
like Neymar, they did against Real Madrid last year.
No, look, there was no chemistry in that match. I mean, come on, give me a break.
Okay. Let me. So, Samasi, where are you at with from the Bayern's point of view? Confidence for this first leg and so forth. Where you at?
I'm still nervous because of Nagelsmann. I really don't know what his formation's gonna be. Is it gonna be 4 at the back or 3 at the back? And so we're gonna see the lineup from PSG, and then we're
Wait,
gonna see our
who's the
lineup.
striker? Is it still Choupo-Moting the striker?
Yeah, he's good. He's on form.
He
I
was
don't
good
know
at the
what
World Cup,
happened with
AJ.
Choupo-Moting. He's good.
Tomasi,
He's
don't tell me Choupo-Moting is going to be the one who knocks us out.
Delta, I dare you, I dare you, I dare if you allow Choupo-Moting to drop a two-piece in either leg, bro.
Okay, AJ, Benzema was okay. Like, I get that. But Choupo-Moting, I mean, let's be real here.
All right, okay, Sebastian, continue.
But I think our defense is better than the defense. We have De Ligt, Upamecano, Cancelo, and Davis. And it depends if our midfield is gonna work, who's gonna be in the midfield. It could be Kimmich, Goretzka, Musiala in the midfield, but also just could be Kimmich and Musiala without Goretzka, and then Müller in the midfield. So it's gonna be. I really don't know which formation and which players are gonna play, because a lot of players are in a good form right now, and Nagelsmann has to choose. It's gonna be a big test for him. If he loses, his job is on the line, because he got his ass kicked by Villareal last season, and he got every player he wanted. He got Cancelo, he got De Ligt, he got every player he wanted. We paid a lot of money for this player. If he loses, his job's on the line. So
I don't know why, but I feel like Mbappe is going to do something. Not
Wait,
Messi.
hold on quick. Let me go to Ricardo. Talk to me. Where are you at? PSG Bayern. Talk to me.
Oh, damn, you know what? I don't think Bayern have. I know if you were to play your pub, Bayern is that club. PSG not so much. But look, Bayern. To me, they've been very inconsistent. I mean, I know they've won the last 3 games, I believe, but before that they tied like two times. But their defense isn't that good, if I'm being brutally honest. It's not that good. They've conceded I don't know if they conceded last game, I can't remember, but before that they've conceded almost every single game. They haven't been exceptional. I will admit that they're probably going into this game in better form than PSG. PSG has dealing with injuries, but they're also not very good defensively. Midfield is lacking again. They're literally underperforming at the wrong time. So if there's anything that can pretty much turn their season around, is actually probably winning this game to boost morale in this team, because they're not playing well. Now, I will say, since the World Cup, all 3 of them haven't really played together. I think they played together 1 game, and it was pretty underwhelming performance. But I think this front line is only as good as if all 3 of them play, because they haven't been playing all together. And when Mbappe is not there, there's a threat missing. But when Messi's not there, there's something missing. And then when Neymar's not there, there's something else missing. So these guys, they're not the perfect match, to be honest. They're not the perfect match.
No, I mean, it didn't say MSM. It didn't say MSM.
Yeah, but there's still 3 players that can individually change you the course of a game out of nothing. So that is true. I do think that PSG definitely do need Mbappe, because somebody's going to have... I'm looking at that Bayern defense, and Messi and Neymar could do something.
But you need some speed.
But Mbappe is going to be the one that's going to have to put the
It's runners because
and not even it's not even only Mbappe too, because Hakimi has actually played decently well, but in the last few games he hasn't, like against Marseille and Monaco, but didn't play well. But before that, Hakimi was actually playing really well.
But my thing though, and this is what I want to, because apparently Cancelo's been doing okay. So if Bayern use Cancelo,
his crossing has
Davis,
been amazing.
Well, the thing is, like, this is one thing with Bayern Munich. I never use their performance in the league to judge how they'll play in the Champions League, because there's been times where they steamroll the league, which they always do, and then they don't do anything in the league. But there's been times where they're massively underperforming in the league, and then somehow they get it done in the Champions League. So I don't think Bundesliga is actually a great measure of how they're actually performing.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I think as a unit, definitely Bayern are a better team, but they are that front three, like as much as we're counting them out, be like LSG, these clubs cursed, whatever, it's still Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe. You just don't know. You just really don't know.
It's scary.
Ricardo,
So-
what do you have on it?
Mike, talk to me. Mike, talk to me.
I cannot wait for Tuesday. Oh, this is going to be good. It's finally back.
So wait, what's the other game on Tuesday?
Milan Tottenham.
No one's watching.
Come on, Michael.
I'm
Come
go-
on.
I mean, I got my iPad and TV ready for both games. So
Yeah. No.
because I have
no.
no clue what's going to happen to Milan Tottenham. I've been keeping a very close eye on PSG, right? I've been on Uber Eats watch because first off, I'm hoping that Lens or Marseille win the league because screw PSG. No, PSG doesn't. Keep your mic off because Olympique Marseille are playing amazing. And what they did to PSG, all you had to do is just play with intensity on these guys. Marseille destroyed them for the first 60 minutes. First 60 minutes, it was all Marseille. And PSG just lacked anything. They had no control in the midfield with a midfield of Rongier, I think it was Rongier, Guendouzi, Malinowski. They could do nothing. Then I looked at PSG's defense. Marquinhos and Ramos is washed. Yes, he got the goal. Ramos is so washed. He could not keep up with Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez, at what age is he now? 34, 35? Sanchez was running ropes around Ramos and Marquinhos in that game. Then, I know against Monaco, it was their B team. And did you see what Kimpembe had to do after the game, AJ?
No. Yeah, I retweeted it. He had a mega. I told you, this club is washed. Delta, I'm sorry. With all due disrespect,
Respect
man.
Kimpembe, man. Come on.
Okay, with a megaphone, he was apologizing with a megaphone. Is this like Dog Day Afternoon?
I respect Kimpembe for doing that and apologizing to the fans. But this team right now, I don't know what Galtier is doing. I think Galtier's lost the plot. He had a perfect formation, 3-4-3, play that. You had solidity in the back, and then you had a decent midfield to control it. Now he's playing 4-3-3.
Well, Michael, because Kimpembe was injured. I think that's where he was cut off right now.
Okay, but PSG Delta, do you really rate Kimpembe as a defender?
I mean, he's probably our best defender.
He's probably the best right now.
Then that's
You see
bad.
Marquinhos.
I agree, that is bad, but he is our
PSG
best
Delta,
defender.
if that's the case, you are losing to Bayern then. If Kimpembe is your best defender, you should have done everything in your power to go get Skriniar.
I know. That was the one.
If you got
Can I
Skriniar
say
for this
something?
game, it could have been better. Wait, I'll keep going. Bayern, look, I don't trust them either because they haven't been looking good and they're actually making the Bundesliga competitive because they're actually giving Union Berlin life. Shout out to Union Berlin, still 1 point behind them. But Bayern, it's all Nagelsmann. This guy, he thinks he's Pep, but he's not Pep because he overthinks it every time. He's playing 3-1-4-2. He's playing 3-4-3, 4-3-3. I don't know what to expect from Nagelsmann.
Damn, 5 in a row.
Sometimes he plays 4-1-4-1 and he leaves Kimmich as the lone midfielder to do everything in the midfield. Then he's got now Leroy Sané playing as the 10, which actually is working really well. So if you expect something to see is Leroy Sané playing as a number 10, it's actually very effective, HH. Generally, look, I think PSG are playing very much mind games with Bayern. Nagelsmann called this out a couple weeks ago when Mbappe got injured.
Yeah,
he said they're just
We
playing.
don't fall for your Jedi mind tricks. We don't fall for it.
They're not falling for PSG tricks. I can guarantee you on Tuesday, Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe will start that game. But it's down to Galtier. What formation? If you're gonna play 4 in the back, you're gonna get destroyed. If you play 5 in the back, and you play Nuno Mendes and Hakimi as the 2 wing backs, I think that's a better solution for PSG. It's all come down to the lineups for both teams, in my opinion. But I'm giving the edge to Bayern for this game on Tuesday. You just gotta look, man. PSG are a mess.
No, it's Mike. If Bayern beat them in Paris, Tuesday will be crazy. Danny T, talk to me. Danny.
Yeah. I mean, you guys broke it down. I don't know if I need to add anything on the tactical side. I just want to see some fun. I'm here for PSG losing. I'm here for Bayern getting slapped up. Let's just have some fun. I mean, this is what the Champions League is about: is 2 heavyweight teams clashing against each other. It would be great to see a 8-1, a 7-2, one of those scores. But probably it's going to be some cagey first leg where it's 2-1, 1-1, something like that, and then it goes to the second leg and we see what happens. But yeah, I mean, Michael and Samasia and those guys broke it down on tactics, so I don't need to say much.
Elias, talk to me, man.
Now I've actually been watching a lot of PSG. I've actually watched every single PSG game so far this season, just because Messi plays, so of course I have to watch him. But PSG after the World Cup break has not put in a single good performance. They've been in the games that they won, they haven't been brilliant. I think the only player who's kept his World Cup form has been Hakimi. I would say even if every single PSG player was fit and you had that 3-4-3, I'd say there's only 5 good players in that PSG team. The front 3, Verratti and Hakimi. Other than that,
What about Donnarumma? I think he's been good.
yeah, he has been good, but on like his ball retention, his distribution has been very poor.
I agree, Elias.
And
Yeah,
there's a reason why PSG
at some points, like at some points of the season, he gave some very poor passes, and like he put that PSG defense in some very tough spots. I have Bayern as the overwhelming favorites, just because that midfield, that PSG midfield, and that defense does not fill me with confidence at all. They cannot control games. When you have Ramos and Marquinhos in the back, they fill you with no confidence.
Yeah.
And when you have a poor midfield, you can't supply the front 3. I've been seeing that. That front 3 is Messi has to drop so deep, it leaves Mbappe isolated, and it's just impossible. I see Bayern winning. Now, I do not want Bayern to win at all, just because, like, of course, I want Messi to win, and so I want Messi to win. But I do not see that happening at all. I would love nothing more than a PSG win. Just I don't see how they do it unless the front 3 have like a masterclass. But Mbappe, Messi has like hamstring issues. He's not going to be at 100%. Mbappe, I think he's going to be starting from the bench because I think Tequita is going to be starting. So nothing of PSG fills me with confidence. Just like that.
Do you know who's been PSG's best midfielder in the last couple of weeks? A 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh, well, Emery guy.
Yeah. Verratti just keeps getting injured. He keeps getting red cards.
Okay, so Cole, you look stressed. Cole, you look stressed.
He looks like he just.
You're on mute. You're on mute, bro. Or is he not?
Oh, there we
go.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, please don't.
This is do or die, bro. This is do or die. I'm not playing out here. Like, I need a Champions League this season. I don't care what it is. I'm seeing all the other teams. We better win against PSG. I expect to see 4-0 against PSG.
Wait. Hold on. Cole. 4-0 in Paris?
No.
In Paris.
I want to see 4-0 in Paris. This team, if they don't give me 4-0 in Paris, get this man out of my club. That's all I'm gonna say, HH.
No, hold on. But
that's why you're not a real Bayern fan.
Wait, Cole. It's 2 legs. It's 2 legs. You have to give him 2 legs. So, but going into this game, first of all, you can't give him 2 legs. Are you worried, or do you feel like as many issues as Bayern have, PSG even have deeper issues?
I am so worried, HH, because you know why I'm so worried? Is because of the team itself. Nagelsmann, the coach, I don't know who he's gonna go with. I don't know what lineup he's gonna go with.
Wait, hold on. Cole, are you reading off like a teleprompter or something?
No.
If I want to be a hostage, okay. Because it's like, no, it seems he's going to go with this. I was like, okay, bro. I thought you were under hostage, but it's fine. Continue.
No. Seriously, bro. I hope he doesn't play Gnabry and Goretzka. That's my prayer. But if he doesn't play those 2, I think we should win 4-0. PSG, they've looked weak on the wings. They've looked weak, especially not only on the wings, but also especially their defense-wise. They haven't been very good. And one thing I also want to say is that Choupo-Moting, you better deliver. You better deliver, because I am so tired. For the past 2-3 games, he's been goddamn awful, HH.
I said, if we let that man score, man, if we actually let that man score like a brace,
he's gonna score. You just know ex-team tax. He has to score.
It's like Willian against Chelsea, right? HH.
Yeah. I mean, look. J-Swiss, what do you say, man? Ban PSG.
Yeah, I've also been watching a lot of PSG, and after the World Cup, they've been so poor because he switched it from the 4-3-3 that was working perfectly well, because It was covering up for like mistakes from Marquinhos because since that Real Madrid tie last year, I don't know what's happened to him. And then what he did with Brazil as well a couple months ago with that penalty miss.
Can you highlight Odi Dayego's comment, please?
Oh God, what is this guy? Oh. Oh my God. Okay, wait. Jesus, continue. No, because Jesus, here's the thing. I dare them. No. Jesus, because Jesus, my thing is, I've had this opportunity with these guys. We've allowed to sort. Jesus, if they get to knock us in the round of 16, Jesus, you've got to break up the whole thing. What's the point? Just break it up.
I don't even think Kimpembe's been the best defender. It's just been Daniel Pereira, who isn't even a centre back. He's been their best defender. That's when you know they're bad, because I'm hearing even a contract extension to Marquinhos. I don't know what this club is doing. They should sell Marquinhos because he's the captain as well.
What? Still?
Yeah. He's still the captain. He said to Donnarumma at the game, don't go to the PSG Ultras. But then Donnarumma went anyway. He doesn't have any control on the players. They need to play the 3-4-3.
PSG messed up like
back. It's not looking good.
Dude, Marquinhos' downfall. I've never seen a center back who was world class at one point, right? To a point, because we talk about Maguire, we talk about John Stones, and they were never world class.
Marquinhos but did you know what it is?
It's Thiago Silva, man.
No.
Is it Silva?
No.
It's
One
Silva,
moment can mess you up. No, one moment can mess you up. His mistake he made a mistake in that Real Madrid game, isn't it?
Yeah.
The Karim Benzema goal.
Was looking shaky.
Yes, but basically that's one mistake. Literally from that point, bro, he was playing well without Thiago Silva and so forth. That mistake he made. Since then, it's just been a downward slide. And the thing though is, bro, you can have all your Messis, your Mbappes, and Neymars. If your defense ain't on point, ban another kind of team you want to run into, bro.
It's not even just the defense; it's the midfield. They have no control, zero.
And they don't even supply like the front line.
Yeah, exactly. They signed all these midfielders like Ruiz, Vitinha, Soler. Renato Sanchez, but they have no control.
Michael, you know what's crazy?
Go for it. Let's go for it.
No, I was saying at the very start of the season they were playing well, but after the World Cup, Vitinha hasn't been playing. He's been a ghost in these games. Fabian Ruiz has been one of their best midfielders. Even then, he hasn't been fantastic. But it just. This PSG, I don't know how they're gonna win at all. It's just gonna be so difficult.
But here, no. Let's be real, guys. I'm scared. Kenny, I'm gonna come to you. So, Kenny, I want you to just. So, Kenny, can you see this?
Well, Kenny. 5 games in a row. They've won 5 games in a row.
So yeah, you can see that, Kenny. Now, Kenny, I'm gonna show you something that might cause you heartache. So keep that image in mind. I don't want you to show this image.
I don't want to see that Premier League table, please.
Well, we have to. So now the thing here is we can't see our team to begin with. So that's obviously a problem. So remember the image we saw previously. And look at this image now. 3 draws, 1 loss, 1 win.
All I'm saying is that I only see 1 defeat. That's
Kenny, how is your team like that? Like, how much money? It's ridiculous. Like 3 draws, 1 win, and 1 loss.
No, Kenny. Here's guys. This is where I'm with this, and I want Kenny to give his thoughts. This like Chelsea's domestic season. Oh, it's over. It's over. Especially after United winning and so forth. It's over. Like if Newcastle had found a way to beat your boys, then it'd be doubly over. But now it's over. Like domestically, it's over. So it's about trying to win this. Weeks ago, I was like cautiously optimistic. Weeks ago, actually, no. Before the World Cup, I was cautiously optimistic. Since the World Cup, I don't know what has happened with Dortmund and so forth. Maybe World Cup sacks. Dortmund have just been overdriven, but specifically Gio Reyna. And Chelsea going into that game now. See, the only thing that I'm clinging on to is because it's the Champions League, Felix, Enzo, these guys, they'll take their game to an even higher level. and play at even a higher level. And perhaps maybe the way of the game may actually suit them because, again, Champions League, especially knockouts, is with way more open. It's way more. What the hell? It's way more open. So, so my thing though is, Kenny, where are you at with this thing on that? And I'll come to Danny. Kenny.
Don't come to me.
Yes, I'm coming to you.
Obviously, it's not looking good, but we're playing away as well first game. So as long as we avoid as long as we don't lose, I think we'll be all right. I think we can take care of it at home.
Well, hold on. No, losing is fine, but look, 2-1 is fine. 1-0 no away goals. See,
no away goals.
Yeah, that's it. So losing isn't the worst thing. It's if it's 3-1 or 4-1, then we have a problem. Because I think Dortmund can also cause issues at the bridge. So my thing is, losing is not ideal. It's not the end of the world, but ideally, the worst case scenario that would be good for Chelsea is like a draw. But what are you feeling ahead of Wednesday? What are you feeling that's going to happen?
Obviously, I want to see because some of our players are coming back fit. I want to see who's going to be fit.
Is Kante going to be fit for Wednesday?
No, I don't think Kante, but I don't know if Kovacic or Zakaria might be fit. Obviously, Reece James is back, and Badiashile is not playing in the Champions League, so it's going to have to be Koulibaly, probably. So I don't know.
Kenny, you don't sound confident, man. Danny, what do you say, man?
First things, I wouldn't throw Kante in his first game back from injury, recovering from hamstring surgery. I'm not throwing him in a Champions League game against Dortmund. He'd get injured again. And the most he'd be able to give you is maybe like 30, 35 minutes anyway. So I wouldn't do that. Look, Chelsea fans have this. I mean, I suppose it's confidence that comes from a place of history, in the sense of Chelsea have somehow found and managed to do things with teams in the past. So I guess there's this assumption or this belief, like low-key belief, that Chelsea can somehow do miracles in the Champions League. But if you look at those teams, the managers, at least in the last one that they won, and then the team in 2012, none of those things, neither Tuchel nor the team from 2012, are existent in this current Chelsea formation. So as Half Hope has been alluding to for the past few weeks, you don't win anything with English managers. Who was the last English manager to win a European Cup? Do we know? Was this like
the Liverpool guy?
Would it be Liverpool? Yeah.
Paisley.
That's like before most of us were born. So we're asking Graham Potter to basically reinvent the wheel or just do something, I don't know, just next level. That's not going to happen. As for this game, I mean, the table speaks for itself. Chelsea have won, I want to say, 3 games in their last 11, some wild stat like that. Dortmund are clearly on good form. Chelsea just needs to not get beat by a bunch of goals, and just hopefully in the second leg they can just pull something under their ass. But yeah, like again, like any faith that Chelsea fans have is based on things of the past that don't exist today.
Daniel, what's your score prediction?
First leg?
Yeah.
Like 1-1?
That's not bad. 1-1 ain't bad. Mike, talk to me, man. Talk to me, man, Mike.
So the legitimate
2 wins in 13.
Yeah, there we go.
So the legitimate UCL champions are afraid of Borussia Dortmund. Is this what it has come to now, HH, after spending 700 million?
Yes.
I understand. You're in a bit of a transition. Patience, I tell you. Patience is a key word for you this season. Patience. But this is where Potter is paid the big bucks.
Patience like waiting or patience like hospital patients? Because I feel like...
No, like patience as in waiting.
Yeah, CE, not
time.
NC.
Time. But now, this is where Potter is paid the big bucks. You've got to perform in the Champions League. He's already failed with picking the squad. He should have taken Badiashile. I don't know what he's doing there.
And
he should have taken a striker.
Yes.
He should have taken a striker. Whether it's Fofana, I don't think he has a good relationship with Aubameyang anymore. I think that relationship is over. So that wasn't going to happen. But you're going to rely, because Dortmund give up chances. With Schlotterbeck and Schüller at the back, they're going to give up chances. But you have Kai Havertz. And clearly Kai Havertz in the last couple of weeks is a guy with no confidence. He's not a natural striker, and he keeps missing chances. How many chances did he have against Crystal Palace, for example? Like 4 or 5? He got 1 goal. He should have had at least a hat-trick in that game. So Dortmund are playing really well at the moment. This is the healthiest I've seen Dortmund in a long time. They got most of their players, except for Moukoko. I think he got injured over the weekend, but Haller, man, he's back. Unbelievable. He came
Great
back
story.
faster than Pogba. That's a miracle to me.
Wow.
Because Pogba hasn't even still played for any minutes for Juventus, and Haller beat cancer and already scored a goal and is performing. And now he
That's
might do it
crazy.
against Chelsea. That incredible story. So if you're Chelsea, the best you can hope for is a draw. If you win, even better. But if you can get a draw, get some confidence, take it back to the bridge, see what happens. But I'm telling you, HH, Dortmund, they're playing really well right now. They have a good attacking philosophy at the moment. Even Emre Can is playing well. I can't even believe I'm saying that. The guy was terrible for Liverpool, even though he scored that one sick bicycle kick goal. But I mean, Jude Bellingham versus Enzo Fernandez, that's the battle in the midfield. That's going to be a good one.
That'd be great. Eminence, man, do you have any faith in your boys, man, ahead of Wednesday?
Listen, HH, we have to win the Champions League. We have to. Like, top 4 is not happening. Like, we have to win this.
Eminence, an English manager has not won a European trophy for
Yeah,
a
but-
long time. Since Robert.
Wait, HH. If Chelsea don't win the Champions League, what are we doing next season?
You're spending another 2 billion and coming maybe 6.
Conference League next year.
Because what? Listen, here's the thing though. Why is
Conference League against Santa Claus FC. It's all good, HH. Santa Claus FC.
Yeah, you can watch trains go past in the stadium and stuff.
Now, HH, why is Badia Shield not in the squad? Why is Fofana not in the squad? I don't get this.
Racism.
Why is it because they're black? I was going to say that as well. I was going to say that.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I mean,
Aubameyang
Bro,
because
no.
for me-
They picked Felix, they picked Mudryk, and they
Enzo,
picked
Mudryk. So why? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So is it because they're black? Because Badia Shield's been our best centre back.
Eminence. Chelsea have a history of racism, so you're not far off.
To have the heritage, it's good heritage.
No, Eminence. Wednesday, what do you say? What happens on Wednesday?
Mudryk is black though.
Ricardo, Eminence, what happens on Wednesday? Let me.
Potter's part of the
Eminence, what happens on Wednesday? What happens on Wednesday?
I think Chelsea win 2-1.
Oh,
yeah, I think 2-1.
Chelsea beats Dortmund in Germany.
Yeah, 2-1.
In Germany?
Okay. What's
Oh,
making you say that?
Germany.
What's making you say that?
I just feel like Felix will rise, man.
blind faith. Like I
Rise like a phoenix.
Listen, it might be delusion, but I think Felix will rise. I can see him bowling out.
But HH, let me ask you a question. Sorry, I was gonna.
Yeah, go.
Do you trust Potter in these nights? Because this is no Svenska Cupen night where he's going up against Malmo or Hammarby or anything like this. He's going up against Dortmund in the round of 16 of the Champions League. Do you trust Potter in this game?
The answer to that is I would want to trust him. I would love to trust him, Mike. I would love to. But if you tell me that I should trust a guy whose only claim to fame is this, that's
How
a
do you
tough
pronounce?
one. Svenska Cupen.
Svenska
Wait,
Cupen?
Mike, how do you pronounce it, Mike?
Svenska Cupen.
Svenska Cupen.
Svenska Cupen. Come on, man.
Svenska Cupen. So a guy who's a Svenska Cupen merchant.
Dude, you could probably
So, Mike, that may be his new. If Potter doesn't start doing it, that will be his new name.
Dude, that's
Svenska
a
Cupen.
less valuable trophy in Guatemala. I mean, come on.
What do you do with Mudryk? Do you start Mudryk?
You have to.
No. I mean, here's the thing, though. Because guys have been sending me clips in the DM. I'll start him, but without Kukurea. Because maybe Kukurea and him have
they have
or
beef,
something.
bro. They have beef.
So
yeah.
basically, only start him if you start it with Chilwell. If it's Kukurea, there's no point in playing.
Mudryk's been in the team less than 3 weeks, and he's already beefing with people.
Did you see what he said about Kukurea?
Yeah. Watch the clip on Twitter, bro. Like,
It's mad.
Cucurella is jealous he doesn't get to say the N-word. Like,
Cucurella.
I knew that was coming.
No. HH, that's not a fucking.
but these are facts. You can't. Oh my god.
I don't care. That's yellow. That's yellow.
I'm gonna say this. Why does Cucurella look like a tranny, man? That guy.
Now
I'm not sure
that's
what
a
gender.
booking. Now that's
I'm not sure what gender.
That is a book. That actually really should be a red ball.
No, but please answer.
That is
Please,
yellow.
because you look at
no. I'm not going to answer you. I'm going to book you, but I'm not going to answer you. I'll book you, but not answer you. You know. Listen, guys. All I'm saying is this: is that I don't know what's going to happen on Wednesday, but I'm fearful. Who's watching Dortmund, Chelsea, and who's watching Arsenal against City? Or is people watching both?
I think I'm watching.
Are they on at the exact same time?
Same time. Actually, wait, is it? Yeah, same time. It's same time. For some stupid reason.
Who doesn't have two screens at this point, HA?
No, hold on. I was told that Chelsea Football Club is a bigger club than Arsenal, so by all metrics,
Ricardo.
I'm assuming more people are going to watch the Chelsea tie, right?
No, Ricardo, do you remember what HH said? Showtime. Showtime.
I can't.
If you're a real football fan, you'd watch Man City versus Arsenal. I mean, the high caliber of that match. I mean, you would choose that over
higher than Chelsea, Dortmund in the UCL.
Of course,
game where for Chelsea this is a must-win for Chelsea.
Are you saying Chelsea is a good team right now? I mean, come on, bro. Give me a break.
No, Delta. I'm not saying Chelsea is a good team right now. I'm saying Felix is our only hope. Like Luke Skywalker. Wait, so Eminence.
I'm saying if Koulibaly plays, we're losing that game, bro. The guy's dead. He's finished.
Why did they pick him over Badiashile?
That's what I'm saying. I don't get this, bro.
Maybe it's just UCL tax. Okay, let me hear this. Hearty Momo. HH watched Babylon today. 9 minutes good through our trash. I heard that movie is garbage. I heard that movie is complete and utter garbage.
What's it about?
Hollywood, basically like how old Hollywood and the story of how they went from silent film to the talkies. So. Shout out to our guy Kristaps Andersons, man. Hey HH, going back to Ukraine tomorrow. Remember, Kristaps is he's a reporter reporting during in Ukraine and so forth, man. And Kristaps, please stay safe, my sir. As the front is heating up again. Won't have time to watch any games for another month, so you better keep up your work. Also, shout out to Talking Tactics. Hey, Kristaps, thank you, bro.
What is that? What is Talking Tactics? What is that?
Hey, isn't that the podcast that we do? Yeah, nice.
I don't know.
Harty Momo, is Diego Maradona the best football film?
Ooh,
bro, it wasn't. I didn't like it. I saw it in the cinema. I didn't like it.
You know what's crazy? Like last week, I watched a C.R. Kelly movie. It was an American movie about Cristiano Ronaldo. It was the funniest shit ever, man. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was just like this kid who wants to be Ronaldo, that weirdly enough and oddly enough, they didn't really show him Ronaldo on the film, but it was like legit the funniest shit ever. Because he used to like get bullied and then he stood up for himself and he tried to get the penalty. They literally made Ronaldo the same thing as this kid. From
Delta, just like a PSA. Don't put R. Kelly in the same sentence with movies.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, man.
It's just.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
That's how we got locked up.
QC8. In case anyone forgot, Karim Benzema. 61-76. Wait, is this? Oh, the hat trick.
Yeah. Do we have to keep talking about that?
So speaking about that, bro, Ricardo sent me something crazy.
Oh, yeah, that was nuts.
Crazy. So basically, apparently, but Ricardo, it might be different, but because I actually checked it on Google, so apparently they said that. So Argentina have won 3 World Cups, and in the 3 World Cups, the opposing team has drawn level in the 82nd minute. But when I went to Google, it was the 81st. But still, maybe it was 81-57 or something. But who cares? Round up to 82. But do you know how crazy that is? So in those 3 World Cup finals, the team has drawn level in the 82nd minute.
So we should have known after Mbappe's second goal.
Yeah. That's what I was going to cover. But that is freaky.
That's nuts.
That is freaky. Albert Cardenas, Messi doesn't have enough money to buy PSG. Is well, surely Qatar have enough money to buy it for them, you know. So Minnesota United. What? Chupo is that guy, man. He's been money since. Hashtag, all right.
BLM.
If PSG, yes, I can read Delta.
No,
if PSG, I know. But if PSG allow Choupo-Moting to drop a 2-piece on them, that's embarrassing. I don't care what anyone says, man. Imagine Messi experience. But see, guys,
it's not gonna happen.
So Barcelona really lost the game 8-2. Because when I was just looking at that info, it's like that was Ricardo and Elias. How did you feel when what's what you did when 8-2 dropped on you? Talk to us. How you guys feeling?
I'll be honest. you're probably not gonna believe me. It hurt, but it didn't hurt as bad as I thought it would.
Yeah,
And the
exactly.
reason why,
Uh-huh.
because
So-
I've told.
Oh,
I've told-
lies! Look at these liars, man.
No,
Okay,
no,
explain.
no. HH, I told you in the past. Who was the first team I actually liked as a kid? It was Bayern Munich, and I liked Barcelona because of Ronaldinho.
So Ricardo, so you didn't cry? You didn't want to jump out the window?
Bayern Munich is such an odd.
Boring.
No, listen to me. If you really think about it, if there's any team that's gonna beat the brakes off the team you support, at least let it be the team that you kind of like, you like already. There will be nothing worse if you're a Chelsea fan
All right,
and your team gets beat by Arsenal.
Meet your mic. Ellis, I want to hear your story. Ellis, I want to hear your story.
When I was watching that, I just felt like dead. Just like I was watching the goals in, I didn't feel anything, because that season Barcelona were playing trash. We were under Kike Setien. The La Liga season was basically finished. What hurt the most was the season before in Anfield, because Barcelona were en route for the treble, and all we needed was one goal or one pass,
Just one goal,
or like one clearance or anything to basically run us through over the line. That loss just basically broke me. So like anything after that, it was just like,
I can say, as crazy and bad as it's win, Liverpool would have hurt a lot more just because of the manner in which it happened.
Yeah, that Dembele miss, Suarez, Coutinho, the shocking performances from
Elliot.
everyone.
Was the season before that the Roma one?
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I always felt like that compounded the Liverpool one as well. It's like damn, twice in a row. Like
no. But see, my thing I told you that again. Eggboy Hero, where are you? I still don't know where he is because my thing is Eggboy Hero was like, mate, there's no chance we're gonna lose a 3-0 lead. Hell no. And after corner taken quickly, I still can't find Eggboy Hero, bro. I cannot find Eggboy Hero. I mean, bro, like.
Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace.
HH, I've never been more drunk in my life than that night.
Did you believe? Or what moments did you believe that it could happen, or you were like, nah, it's never gonna happen?
Honestly, when Origi scored the first goal, I was like, hey, we got this.
Really?
Yeah. When it was that early, and I saw these Barcelona players, obviously they created a couple of great chances in the first half, and Alisson came up clutch. But I was like, I think we can do this. Then when Wijnaldum came on in the halftime, I was like, then Milner had to play left back. Think about we beat them 4-0 without even Salah playing.
Yeah. In that game, like even before when it was like 1-0, because like we went into halftime 1-0, the Barcelona players, they were already broken. You saw like
you saw Jordi Alba.
Jordi Alba was crying, like
grown ass man crying, man.
Like I don't think like the fragility in that squad was so weak that like any adversity, the team would crumble.
And
like,
but that's the point I made is that if Neymar is on that pitch, Barca don't lose that.
Yeah. AJ, how is a grown ass man Jordi Alba crying at halftime?
Man, it happens.
It happens, bro.
I mean,
It
even in
happens.
the first leg, I was like, we had our chances, but then we just got messied in that first game. And I was like, okay, if we can create the chances and be more clinical in the second second leg, I think we got this. And
the worst part is that Messi put those chances on a plate for them to
Yeah,
score.
he did. He did.
Nah, bro, that free kick is one of the best goals that's almost forgotten.
Ricardo, who is
No. That's but basically
probably
that's
one
goal. This was my reaction to. So that was my reaction to that goal because I remember that goal. No, because you know what it was, because I was like, it's so far out. So I was like, okay, this is bloody far out. Becca is in there. All right, there. And when I just saw that rifle, so I was like, wah! I was like, what the hell? That was man.
HH, you know what's wild that Ricardo just answered? Messi was the top scorer. The second top scorer was own goal.
I believe
own goal.
I believe for a long time, own goals actually had more goals in the Champions than Suarez.
That's
so
bad.
Dude, that's
what. So Antonio Bernanke, PSG has been awful. I don't know how Bayern bottled this. UCL as a whole is a different gravy. UCL different gravy. Whimsical. Liverpool 5 out of 5 wins this champ. Oh, were Liverpool perfect in the group?
Yeah, they got 4-1 by Napoli.
No, they lost against Napoli.
Oh, so yeah. Hope writes about CL Knights and Liverpool. Look,
Anfield has that magic.
I don't
There's
care.
something about it.
Mike,
we ain't
believe.
got that
Mike,
magic.
believe. Mike,
No,
all
we
it says
don't.
believe.
I'm
David
sorry,
C.
if Leeds America are coming to win at our ground, anybody can.
I should.
Had,
It's past tense. It's past tense. They had the
Marquinhos
magic.
and Fabinho went to the same agency that's fabricated.
Facts.
Wow.
I think so.
No. Marquinhos, Fabinho isn't his age. Him and Costa went to the same agency to fabricate their thingies. Him and thingy. Albert Cardenas, HHCR7 Jinx has a heavy tax. You can't save Chelsea. All I'm saying is let the Lord be with us. Okay, last thing before we get out of here, man. Ricardo.
What's up?
Man
Wait, hold on.
United.
You gotta put the Europa League anthem or little slide.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sorry. So guys, here is the Europa intro. Here we go. Europa!
Oh my gosh.
So, Ricardo, there you go. That's the
where's the
intro.
music?
So.
Whoa.
No. I changed it. Europa!
Don't worry,
There you go,
Ricardo. He's gonna have to make one
That
next
literally
season
sounds
anyways.
like a
Wow,
dying
Mike,
gazelle.
you didn't have to.
Is there a conference?
I mean,
next
HH,
year?
we're both gonna be in it, so
Wow. This is gonna be a tough season. This is gonna be a tough year. It's gonna be tough.
But regarding the game, to be honest, it's gonna be a good game. I'm not gonna be able to watch it. I'm gonna be at work, but I think
of course you can watch it at work.
I work on a construction site. You think there's any?
You can't get like a phone or something.
Nah, man. But anyways, the fact that we lost Busquets and Dembele definitely makes it a lot tougher. Because a lot of the players can be pretty hit or miss. Rafinha's hit or miss. Lewandowski hasn't really been playing. Like, he hasn't been playing bad, but he hasn't been playing like great either. But the midfield is good. Defense is good. I honestly don't know. United are very good this season, so anything can happen. It'd probably be a tie, to be honest, in my opinion. Like maybe I'd probably say a tie, maybe like a 1-1 or a 2-2, because as much as Barcelona has been defensively very good in the league, they haven't been very good in cup competitions defensively. And you can see that in the Champions League and I believe Copa del Rey. I can't remember.
Well, our Australian defense wasn't there for those games.
No, that is true too.
True.
But
That is true.
the element of a cup game and the element of a league game is two different like environments as well. But it'll be a good game anyways. But yeah, no, I think if I'm gonna predict, I think it's gonna be. I'm gonna go with the strong 2-0 Barca. Lewandowski.
So is it at the Camp Nou first?
Yeah, the first one's at the Camp Nou.
First leg is at the Camp Nou.
I'm gonna go a Lewandowski double.
Don't let me do this twice. Don't even let me do this once. Don't let me do this once, bro.
If that happens, if it doesn't happen, you best believe I'm coming into this stream posing like this, and I keep my promises.
Ricardo, I think you're missing that Lewandowski really doesn't show up in big games. So
No, but United's a small team compared to us. So
J2S, are you gonna? So J2S, talk to me. Is he gonna do this at the Camp Nou? Because he's been doing this in the EPL. Can he do this in Europe beyond England?
He's got to take it international, man. You can't.
You've got to take this international. Got to take this international.
I think we're losing 3-1.
Huh?
he's jinxing.
We have no Martinez and we have no Sabitzer. They're out for the game.
I thought Sabitzer was ass. I've seen a lot of United fans saying
if you don't have Sabitzer, then we have Fred. So
okay,
exactly. Or then McTominay. So we just kept getting worse downgrades.
Well, I mean, Casemiro's back.
He might get sent off.
He never gets sent off in Spain.
Well, he might throttle Pedri. You never know. So
you're saying 3-1 to Barca
because our best creator is Wout Weghorst, not Bruno Fernandes. So that just shows where we're at. How is Wout Weghorst a better number 10 than Bruno Fernandes? How does that make sense?
Oh my god, man. Mike, what are you saying, man, about this game?
Someone's got. Okay, there we go. Should be a good game, to be honest. I'm expecting a competitive match. I mean, honestly, this should be a Champions League round of 16 based on how both teams are playing this season.
Yeah.
It should be, but I mean, United didn't even qualify, and Barca went out again in the group stage. I just want Lewandowski to step up, to be honest. He hasn't been really good lately, if I'm going to be perfectly honest, but this is a good measuring stick for him.
Isn't he still his top scorer still in La Liga, isn't he?
Yeah, he still
he is. Yeah, so then I just look at Casemiro versus Pedri. That's all I'm going to watch. I'm just going to watch Casemiro versus Pedri all game because that is the battle And of course, Lisandro is missing the game, which is a huge miss. But Luke Shaw has actually been quite decent at center back. So now Rafinha's got to step up against Malacia. Malacia has been decent, but he kind of has an off game once in a while. So let's see how this goes, man. It should be fun on Thursday. And Barca have to win this game because I don't see them getting a result at Old Trafford. If I'm going to be perfectly honest, because Old Trafford they haven't dropped any points since Brighton. I want to say.
Yeah. United, I don't know. They've been very good at that.
Yeah. So let's see what happens.
I was just going to say our head-to-head record is terrible. We've only won once against Barcelona.
Actually, J2S, when was the last time you guys beat a Spanish team?
2000. It would be 2008. Paul Scholes.
Oh yes, that amazing goal. The amazing goal.
Been that long.
Yeah, because we lost to Bielsa's Athletic Bilbao. We lost to Emery's Villareal. We lost to Atletico Madrid last year.
J2S, who'd you guys beat in the semi-finals of the Europa League when you won? Didn't you beat Celta Vigo?
No, we beat Roma.
The one you won with Jose.
Oh, Jose Mourinho.
I think I might have.
Was not Inter Milan.
Okay, what's Celta Vigo? There we go.
Celta Vigo.
Did you guys beat Sevilla in the 2018 to 2019? Or did you guys get knocked out? They lost. Okay.
Yeah, we lost to Sevilla.
Yeah, they lost to Sevilla.
So yeah,
that was the football heritage season, wasn't it?
I'm talking about the knockout stage, by the way, people. Not in the knockout stage.
Football heritage, man. Daniel, what are you saying about this, man? United Barca.
I don't watch football on Thursdays.
That is disrespectful.
No, I'm lying. I don't know what to make of it. I don't know.
Oh wow! Okay. All right. Okay. What's it called? Eminence,
I'm not going to sit here and just roll my mouth for 3 minutes.
Eminence, what are you saying? Eminence, what are you saying, man? Barca.
I think the thing is, Barca.
Eminence. We have to. We need the results on Wednesday. We need the results on Wednesday.
Are you talking about Chelsea? Wait, is it Chelsea?
No. It's not nice, but I'm just thinking.
No. HN, we need to win. Yeah, of course we need to win, man. Come on.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's like. I mean, it's Wednesday is my career. So I don't say, but
HN, we have to, man. We have to. For Barca United, I think Barca have to worry about Rashford because right now it looks inevitable that he's going to score every game. So I think it's going to be 1-1 though. I think it's going to be tight. I don't think it's going to be.
You're saying Barca can't beat United at Camp Nou?
I think 1-1, man. Listen, their league form is really good. I think they've conceded 7 goals all season. So, but Europa League is different. I think 1-1 draw.
Yeah. They're saying Riris is laying a disaster class. Samasi, what are you saying for this game? United against Barca.
I think Barca are gonna win 3-1. I don't. United, the midfield, Savitzer is not gonna play because of the Champions League yellow cards. I don't know why that's a rule, but okay. So who's gonna play in the midfield? Casemiro and McTominay? No, they're gonna lose. Let's face it.
All right, Delta. What score are you saying, Delta?
Wow. I mean, it's 2 heavy giants of Europe, to be honest. Manchester United and Barcelona. You expect this in the CL, but in the Europa League, we'll see, man. I mean,
no. I know they're Twitchers, but just asking for a scoreline.
I'm trying to figure it out because they've both been great in the league. I know. I'm not Yasser. Relax, bro. Relax. Okay. Come on.
So I'm still waiting.
Come on.
You still haven't given me a scoreline. Still waiting.
2-1 Manchester United.
Thank you. We got there in the end.
By the way, the Super Bowl is really.
I didn't ask for any more. AK, can you please get a scoreline from me, AK, please?
I think it will be 2-1, but 2-0 Barcelona. But I don't think they're conceding any goals. I think Araujo will pocket Rashford because I've seen him pocket like the same profile of attackers. Like I've seen him pocket Vinicius multiple times. So Rashford plays very similar to Vinicius. I think he'll pocket Rashford, and I think even though United have like good defense, I think Barca will create too many chances through their midfield.
Hey, Tish, have you seen the chat talking about Rihanna?
I'm trying to ignore it. Kenny, keep getting scoring. Kenny, give me a scoreline. But Wing, at least you have your dream there. So there you go. Streets is overrated. Kenny, scoreline, and then we'll be out of here.
I'm gonna say 1-1 draw. I think it's gonna be a draw.
Okay. So last thing about FC, so Minnesota FC, just in City owners have bonds they're done. Look, my guys, let's just be real. They are going. Do you really think they're going to get convicted? No. I told you guys this was all in the words of Heath Ledger's Joker. It was all part of the freaking plan of like, oh, let's just pretend as if we really cared. No, do you think that they gave a damn about City breaking the rules?
No,
They
it's
knew
not
they broke the
about
rules.
them. It's about the white papers. They want to look credible, the Premier League.
There
That's
we
why
go.
they're
Simple
going to
as
get
that.
prosecuted, not because they are
They don't
guilty.
scare.
That's why.
All right, so last thing we have over here. So shout out to Barcelona. Thank you for the Dubinsky batters. So panels, please vote. 1, Benzema with CL, but did not show up in a final. 2, Mbappe, great goals, but lack of consistent performance in the World Cup. 3, Messi showed up in the World Cup final and won best player of the tournament by... Okay, hold on, okay. What is
There's clearly a bias right there, bro.
Here's my thing. I thought this was like, arguments. You've already made the answer for you. You've already created the answer.
No,
so
but he
far.
wants us to argue about it. I think that's why.
Okay. Okay. Now here's the thing.
Is this
Number
for the
3.
award?
It's number 3.
No. It's FIFA best. Now here's the
Messi
thing.
won. Messi won.
I know.
World Cup tax. World Cup tax.
And this is what I said before. Like I know, like in a World Cup year, you're always gonna go with the guy who said what's up with the World Cup. It is what's gonna happen. All I'm saying is this: if I was voting,
Nobody cares.
Ricardo, can I please speak? If I was voting and if Dodd was allowed, Messi over World Cup year, his performances, what he did in pretty much every single game, what he did in the knockouts, breakaway goal against Mexico, breakaway goal against Australia, what he did to Villareal, the goal in extra time and so forth. Boom! Like for what Messi did at the World Cup, he showed up. Boom! He wins it.
He did good.
Yes, he did good. Like is it? Mbappe just ruined the perfect story. That's what I'm saying. He just ruined the perfect story. So
it makes it even better. It makes it even better.
All I'm saying, look, actually, Mbappe, he's so annoying. Why did he have to score after Messi scored? Messi scoring the winning goal. That's it, Mbappe. You're such an idiot. Why did he have to score again? Why?
It's not even about goals.
No, Mbappe pisses me off. He's so annoying. He pisses me off. But here's the thing. If we're using Dodd though, you see, like this is just childish, man. See, Jason, that's just childish. That's just childish. Man. That's just childish. That was from years ago. But like, here's the thing: if we're using in terms of Dodd, I've never seen a greater Dodd performance than Benzema.
But he didn't score in the final.
What? No, he didn't.
That's goal counted.
Wait,
that's goal counted.
Which the Champions League?
Yeah.
No. The goal in the youth final, that's counted.
No, I'm talking about the whole campaign. I'm talking about the whole campaign. You're saying that's what you're
what he did in the knockouts against Chelsea, PSG, and Man City. That's Dodd.
Okay, so the same way you pretty much want to give all the credit to Di Maria for Messi's World Cup and Julian Alvarez. Why can't we?
Can I respond?
No, hold on.
Can I respond? But also, can I respond after you finish your trash?
You can respond after I finish.
Okay.
So if you're gonna give all the credit to Di Maria, to Julian Alvarez, even like Emiliano Martinez, why can't we give the same amount of credit to Modric, to Rodrigo, to Vinicius, to Courtois?
Let me respond. What Benzema did as an individual was transcendental. And what he was doing, and what he, I've never seen a carry job like that in my entire life. I'm telling you, I've
didn't even use it right, but
Ricardo, a 3-piece against PSG, scoring the goal to pretty much knock out Chelsea. What?
Using big words doesn't make your argument better.
Okay, transcendental. Look at them. Use a dictionary. Transcendental. Look, Mike, am I wrong? Like in terms of Dodd. Mike, in terms of Dodd. MCF, help us here. MCF, in terms of Dodd.
I ain't saying nothing.
Hold on, Mike.
No. I can't just say no. Mike, look, I've already said Messi.
I'm trying to listen to this Rihanna concert, by the way, and it's terrible.
Is he really that bad?
I'm hearing it's bad. I'm hearing it's bad.
At all. What's wrong with her?
I'm watching it right now, man. It's
oh wow.
I think she's pregnant, isn't it? Pregnant tax. That's why, man.
The HH, who's
okay? Who won Kenny, that's a warning. So can we say?
Who won man of the match in the finals? In the
Man of the match, it's subjective. Don't use that, Thomas. It's subjective. Sorry, no, don't use man of the match.
Hold on. I'm talking about the Champions League. Who won man of the match?
In the Champions League.
Was it Courtois?
It was Courtois.
Yeah.
Can I respond?
Who scored the winning goal?
Vinicius.
Can I respond?
Go ahead.
So my thing is Benzema's goal. That's counted. So in my
world,
world,
to remember it's not there. It's not a
no. But Ricardo, in the real world, he scored.
It was 1-0. I'm sure
exactly.
It was 1-0.
No, but
guys,
but that World Cup final was Messi winning the man of the match.
Messi is winning the World Cup. All I'm saying though is, should we give it to him based on what Mbappe did to him in the final?
Mbappe only showed up after
lost.
the 80th
Oh my
minute.
god!
Okay. Elias, you're Argentine. You're Argentine. He's Peruvian. You're Argentine. So Elias,
he's gonna be more biased.
Mbappe and Messi, it's 5-2. It's 5-2 to Mbappe. So what are we saying there? Does that mean something?
What do you mean 5-2?
Whoa, why 5-2?
Bro, when they faced each other in 2018, 2 goals for Mbappe.
Okay.
So it's 5-2.
Yeah, but Messi has the World Cup over him, so it doesn't even matter at the end.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
I'm sorry.
So
the chat is moving, man. They say Real Hazard.
Yeah, that's too much, man.
Wait, what is that?
Whoever thought this was a good idea,
Guys, no.
The pregnant Vienna perform. Shame on them.
No.
It's
guys,
not looking good, bro.
Yo, it's pregnant tax, man. Pregnant
we're
tax,
not doing
man.
this, guys. Okay, you know what's on that? Oh yeah, that's it. We're out. Okay, you know, on that note, we're out. On that note, we're out. So, guys, I shall see you guys on the other one, guys. Peace out. Stay true and stay real. Wow, you chats, you guys are sick. Streets, you are sick, man.